savings event is going on right now. Sounds like a perfect time for a new car to me. You know, Ferman Chevy Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. They've got Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory to choose from, tariff-free. And Brad Wise and my friends at Ferman Chevy Brandon do business the right way. No surprise dealer installed options you're forced to buy. No inflated market adjustments. Go see why they're Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer and Chevrolet's Dealer of the Year. And together, let's drive. Visit them today on Automo Drive in Brandon or online anytime at FermanChevy.com.
Real stories with Hellsburg.
After we met and we started dating, Nancy and I lived 150 miles apart, and I would drive my old jalopy car, and it was roughly a 3-hour distance. It took 3 years I drove across that state back and forth dating her every weekend.
Persistence.
And I would have never stopped. I had a lot of energy back then, 36 years ago.
At Hellsburg, find the engagement ring worthy of your story. Designed with the love, care, and craft it deserves. Visit a Hellsburg store or hellsburg.com.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here for Sun Toyota, where the low and locked-in sales event is going on all month long. We've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, Tacomas, Camrys, and Corollas in stock now. Drive select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota.com.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Summer tastes better at Hooters. Buffalo shrimp, tacos, Big Daddy beer mugs, and ice-cold buckets. All at special prices all season long. Make your next move to Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
Going up.
Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up.
Going up.
But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button.
Going down.
We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40, period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
School is out and summer is here. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Kia your first stop during the Kia Summer Sales Event. Drive a new Kia K4, just $219 a month, or a new Kia Sportage with a special low 1.9 APR. Test drive your new Kia today at Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti, PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
Cat named Mo from Garabo Live, primetime, baby. For all American Gunslingers on US 19 in Newport Richey, it's Newport Richey's #1 gun range. Now, this won't last long. Before a limited time, you can sign up for free concealed carry courses at All American Gunslingers. Limited time only. This $85 class is free. All you have to do is pay the $20 range fee. This is the class you'll need to get your concealed carry permit, and you should have it. Sign up today at aagunslingers.com. All American Gunslingers, your rights, your safety, your freedom, and free concealed carry courses. America!
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
The biggest load that we've seen.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
Well, it's a high plains drifter mixed with Jack the Ripper, dropping lyrics like some waiter. I was sitting on a
crapper.
You right in the kisser, pop like a blister, making moves on a track. Checkmate, Bobby Fischer. You're mad at me, man, like I valet your sister. Drove her like a whip and then I tipped her.
What's up, John Senning?
Oh, hey, Drew Garabo. How you doing?
Man, it's just like old times,
Look
buddy.
at me, over in the old boy seat. I mean, I even had to. I fought through the fact that Diz is also fighting through the same funk that our coworkers are working through.
Yeah.
Just to relish in this position to take us back, to take us back to the Jadida days.
I wish Maurice would have the wherewithal to give up that seat to you when you sit in every week, but he seems rather attached to it.
I didn't want to ask, so it is.
You shouldn't have to.
It is what it is. I didn't want to say it, but thank you.
He should acknowledge that you are the rightful sitter in that chair, but
Yes, Mo, if you are out there, acknowledge me.
No time like now. I'ma get it going, get the hell out.
What day of the birthday week is this?
Yeah, I think we're on day 4 of the birthday. What's it? Fortnight? Is that what a 2-week period is?
Four score.
And 7 years ago.
Four score and 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe some Cosmos with the ladies tonight.
Yeah.
That's the best way to celebrate your birthday week.
Oh, my God. Everyone bow down. It's my birthday week. Maurice will be back with you on Friday. He's taking a couple of days off for his birthday, which is kind of funny. And John's here with me today because we play Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. If you'd like to join us, 800-771-1025. An incredibly riveting, raw segment to start your program today, sir.
Yeah, I'm still working through it, to be honest with you. I think it's one of those things that to pull the curtain back, that when you're in the midst of it, you feel what you feel, and then you kind of got to move on, and you tuck it all inside, and you don't internalize it in the moment. So it'll probably take me getting home until I fully realize what happened. And you and I have always said it, and I said it I think last week. We were talking about probably Monica and JP getting into it a little bit. I know that it's good to listen to. I don't like to be in it, and today was one of those cases where I was fully in it, and let's find peace one day, hopefully.
It's kind of hard for me to listen to it without putting myself in your shoes.
Right.
But today I was able to because I first was in the shower when you started. Here's how riveted I was. I was listening on the Bone app, of course, because it's so great. But you can also listen on the Bone Facebook page or the YouTube. I was carrying my phone with me out of the shower, out of getting dressed, out of the house until I got in my car and listened on FM radio so I wouldn't miss a second of it. And it was amazing. If I were you, though, right now I would be sitting there going, oh, man, did I really need to do that? But
yeah.
You did.
Well, yeah, I mean, it happens very quickly because I have essentially minutes, sometimes a minute, 2 minutes with Diz before the show.
Right.
So, I mean, he knew what has been going on. And that's the other thing, too, is him and JoJo are very close.
Yes.
Like, undeniably close.
Yep.
Maybe too close. And I don't mean that too close, actually. I mean too close for him to have to be in the middle of something like that. So I was leaning on him as much as possible in those moments, but I also don't want to put him in the middle. I'm not trying to say, well, I'm right here, right? You know that I'm right or anything like that. So I told him 2 seconds before we went on, I feel like I want to talk about this. Like my whole being wants to talk about it, but I don't know if it's the right move. And, I think that's yet to be determined.
And it was interesting because knowing you as well as I do, I heard your internal struggle on whether to even say anything about it or not, whether to just keep internalizing it and hope and know that it's going to blow over or address the elephant in the room. Not that JoJo's an elephant. She's a beautiful young lady. But to address it, and you went with your gut, and it was the right move. What I don't get or I don't care for, like some lady posted on your Facebook wall, and I only know this because we're Facebook friends, and she's like, we get enough disagreements with JP and Monica, move on. I'm not telling you how to draw blood as a phlebotomist, bitch. Shut your mouth, know your role as a listener, listen or don't, and shut up.
And it's so funny because that lady, she does that. She posts on my Facebook wall, and it's only ever been positive and little things about stuff we're talking about and things like that. And I heard Mike Calta say almost yesterday, I think he goes, I can deal with a million different things, but it's when someone tells me how to do what we're doing here. And I saw the same exact thing. And I brought it up on the air. I said, I just find it, if you really are a fan of what we're doing, to think that you like, do you think that in her mind, she said that and I would see it and stop?
Yes.
Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, we have this whole universe we're trying to keep afloat here,
right?
And then for someone to go, don't do that a different way. And I'm talking about lots of different scenarios, but that is probably my biggest pet peeve from anybody as well, to say, no, that's not right, do it this way, or don't do that. And we are professionals, believe it or not.
Believe it or not, we are, and we have a pretty good radar on what works and what does not. And look, we know that not everything we do is going to be something that is loved by everyone. But if you don't like something, realize that there are probably people out there who do.
Yeah.
And it's okay for you not to like it and to go away for a segment or do something else. I don't think it's okay to go, I don't like stop doing this because I don't like this and it makes me uncomfortable. That said, what do you think? I was thinking about this when that segment was unfolding. What is the most intense fight ever on the bone?
Oh, dude.
On-air fight on the bone between two people who are on air.
I feel like it's hard for me to truly gauge it because I've been so close to a couple instances. There were a couple moments with Seth that I just knew were so real and raw. There's no way that it could be number one, but for some reason, it's the first thing that pops into my head is the hula hoop debacle is definitely up there. I think I wouldn't say the you and Johnny B thing because I think that was more of a
forgot about that.
Is there one that jumps out to you? Because I feel like I'm probably forgetting something.
No, there's not. The one just from a personal level, that hula hoop one. Because there was so much going on underneath the surface that had not been resolved, that exploded on the air. But there have to be some bigger ones that, like if you were to ask the entire audience to vote on what they would consider to be the biggest on-air debacle blowout between two on-air personalities, I don't know what they would say.
Well, I'm trying to think because I know there's been some stuff in the morning, some juicy stuff over the years. I feel like Hoppy was always fighting with somebody. Like he was a real kind of fighter with everybody at any given time. I'll say I don't. Again, I can only go with what I feel.
Yeah.
At the time, and this is I would say one of the great forgotten beefs of the Bone.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. Say it on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Mo and Jared.
No. I was gonna say me in Spanish.
Oh, my God. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was big.
Which 110% ruined our relationship, which I don't know what was real and what's not ever with him throughout the years and all of that. But I can tell you, before that day, I would have thought he was one of the few people that I was friends with, and he was one of the first people I worked with when I was in promotions, and him and Kelly were just always so nice to me when they didn't have to be. And from that moment on, we were never friends again. And I've been privy to the fact that to this day, when he's around people, he has bad things to say about me. So that I don't know what I did in that moment that was such a deal breaker for him. I think it's the fact that he felt like he was so above me at that point, and I came back at him. And I think in that moment, it was almost like, who are you? Who are you to think you can even say anything to me? And then those feelings just never went away.
So that ruined my friendship with him too. And we're cool now. Not cool like we're going to hang out or anything, but we're cool in that I can hear him with Shark and text him or whatever. But like he was probably, before you, my best friend on the bone. We would, me and my girl at the time would hang out with him and Kelly, and but like that showed me a side of him that I was like, I can't be friends with this dude if he's going to come at John Setting like that.
Yeah, and the thing was that it was, I remember what the jumping off point was, but I don't remember how it got so out of control. That'd be interesting to pull up for a best of one day, because we, at that point, were filling in for the Mike Calta show.
Right.
Was that the Foo thing where like they were going to see the Foo Fighters? So we flipped shows. They did afternoons, and then we were going to do mornings. That was me, you, and Seth. And I think at that point there were other people on the show as well.
That sounds right.
And I remember the day before we were going to do that, my in-laws were in town, and we went to the beach. And to this day, I'm not even really sure if it was heat stroke or whatever, but I got violently ill and started throwing up. And I remember it being like 1 o'clock, 2 in the morning, and I'm still just violently throwing up, dreading the fact that maybe I'm not going to make it here. And I ended up texting you guys, and it was very much like, dude, we got enough people in here. Don't worry about it. And then I think when they came back, I think Mike kind of, if you go back, led the charge a little bit at that point, and was kind of like, if you're going to make it in this business, you've got to tough through certain moments. And Spanish piled on and piled on and piled on to the point to where I remember sending a tweet out where I called Spanish a little bitch. And then I was mad. Like I was as mad as I've ever been. And then that opened up the floodgates. I remember he got super heated, and then I want to say we called him. I think we called him. That sounds
right.
And it just got completely out of control, and it was never okay.
A lot of people weighing in, both on Twitter and I'm sorry, but JoJo texted me. I'll block her if you want.
No, don't, please, no, don't.
Mo and SBK, Kevin walked out, and then Mike and Rob.
Oh, Mike and Rob was a good one. Well, because that was when he quit, right?
Yeah, he went to HR, I think.
That was when he quit. That was the I believe it was, I don't know if it was ever made public knowledge. There was video. There was video of, oh no. The one I'm thinking of, I think, was it SBK and JR? When they almost like came to blows.
Yeah.
And I believe there was a famous quote, which was, check the effing name on the show.
Yeah.
And that may have been, I don't know if that ever made it proper to air. I think there was a video that was taken, I don't know who took it. Somebody took it, and we all saw that, but that was another big one as well.
Yeah. And I think Mo and Kevin and Mo and Jared, seeing a common thread here, and Spike and Kevin, I think.
That was, the more that I think about the Mo SBK one, I remember that getting super, super personal and tough. And I remember there being racial undertones where he said some crazy stuff there for a second, and it sounded like they were about to come to blows. What was the fight? I'm just drawing a blank.
Right.
What was the fight that stemmed from the turkey baby turkey?
Yeah, I don't think there was a fight from that one. It was just that the Trophy Takers Outdoor dudes had left that turkey in the studio, and we turned it into turkey baby turkey, not realizing that turkey was a donation that had something to do with a deceased son,
yes,
which was terrible, and,
yes,
and I felt awful about that. But I don't think that there was an on-air Donnybrook there. I don't believe so.
I mean, obviously there was an era where, the more recent era where I think JP and Monica got very, very heated. I don't think that was a secret to anybody, and they've rebounded in a big way. So I think that's got to be, out of all of those, your Mount Rushmore's in there. I know we're still forgetting something.
Oh, a ton. And I'm just, when I listen today, I love being isolated from it. I kind of love just being on late in the day when I'm not in the heat of all of that. Like it, I used to like it. I used to get off on that kind of tension and taking shots and absorbing shots and whatnot. Now I'm at a point I'd rather just listen to you talk about it, and that's as involved as I care to get. I don't. It doesn't matter enough to me to get into it with any other personality.
Well, and the thing is, and of course we've touched on this multiple times, but for it to be the two of us, for it to be myself and JoJo, like I am self-aware enough to look above it at 100 feet and go, that's bizarre. like why, how? I know JoJo is very, very beloved by everybody. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say a bad word about her. And I am notoriously anti-confrontation.
Yeah.
So the fact that somehow we have found ourselves in this situation is insane to me. And I hope that it's going to be okay.
It will. It's already totally fine.
I think so.
800-771-1025 is our number.
Hey, Drew Garabo and Promo John. How are you guys doing today?
What's up, Jakey, baby Jakey? I saw something about Jesse's on Facebook.
Oh, no. Is
like,
everything okay?
No. It was like one of those, like, this place is the hidden gem of steakhouses in the Tampa Bay area. It was a really glowing piece on Jesse's of Brandon.
They call it the Jacob Rub.
They do. Good job, Jacob.
So this is my second week in my new home, Drew Garabo, and I'm loving it here,
I know
I'm
why.
just absolutely loving it.
I know why he's changing the subject.
Tell me why.
And I didn't want to bring it up.
Go ahead.
I subscribe to a lot of these local business newsletters. I'm very into the real estate and the ownership of local businesses, and I didn't want to bring this up. I wasn't going to bring it up.
Yeah.
There was an article the other day in TampaBiz.com about, and I'm sorry, Jacob, because I know you don't like talking business on the line, that JC Subs is looking to acquire minority ownership in Jesse's Steakhouse.
Oh, no. Is that true? Are you absorbing Jesse's Steakhouse as part of JC Subs?
I don't know about that.
See, he's playing coy. I knew he'd play coy.
Yeah, baby facing it.
I knew he'd play coy. I mean, how do you think he
Hey,
bought
listen.
this house?
You guys were talking about during beef with the bone, right?
We were, yes. Beef with the bone broth, if you will.
You got any good ones you
Well,
remember?
Yeah. Well, I do remember this when I was talking to Kayla at Hot 101.5, right? Drew comes in there, and he says at that time, so this was back in July 13th, 2013, right? So this was So this was on a Saturday night, right? Drew comes in there, and I asked him if I can call his show, and he's like, "No, you can't call my show." So that was at that time, Promo John.
So are you saying that one of the underrated beefs of the bone is you and Drew Garabo? Is that what you're trying to get at?
That's what he's saying. I didn't think he was real. I thought it was some dude like playing a role. I didn't know you were really you, Jacob, and now I know you're really you, and I love you.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
I know it.
Do we know that it is really him?
No, and we've met him, but he could be just a really good actor.
What if they send out an actor?
Yeah.
And that's not really the real... Can you prove to us that it's really you?
Yeah, come on, Jacob. How do we know it's really you?
Well, it's really me by my voice, and it's really me by my voice. It's really me by my voice, and guess what, guys? I am getting a special fan hooked up in my room tomorrow. Can you believe that?
Oh, who is it? One of our special fans that listen to our show? Who's getting hooked up in your room? One special fan out there will be hooked up in Jacob Two Times' room in his brand new house.
What are you going to do? You like put a hammock hanging from the ceiling and they get to sleep, or maybe a bunk bed.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So one fan is getting put up in Jacob's. I love this.
Yeah, beat Jacob 2 times bottom.
Yeah, all right. So cool. How are we going to run this contest to get the biggest, best fan in your home?
Online entries, maybe videos. We solicit.
No. Definitely not. But it's a smart fan. And guess what?
So what are you doing? Like a quiz to find out and make sure you find the smartest fan?
Yeah, a little one of those online IQ tests.
I can turn on through my Amazon Alexa. Can you believe that?
Oh, so you're going to turn this fan on. All right. You whisper in its ear, talk a little.
No.
Maybe give it some hair sharks?
No.
Rum and Coke?
It's a ceiling fan, Drew Garabo. Come on, man.
Like I said, they will be close to the ceiling because they're on the top bunk.
Sure.
So,
yeah, very
it feels
close.
Dehumanizing to call them a ceiling fan.
I love my new house, Drew Garabo. I absolutely love it here,
How's Ernest doing? He taking care of business around there?
Ernest is taking care of business around here. Yep, he's doing well.
Who's doing the dishes without Robert Martin living there? Are the dishes just piling up in the sink?
Speaking of which, you have something you want to say to Josh E. because he's listening. Josh E., do the dishes, man, or you're not going home.
So you got a new dish guy.
I guess Josh E's the dish guy now.
Josh E's the dish guy.
All right.
Yep, Josh E., do the dishes or you're not going home. Robert Martin, do the dishes or you're not going home.
Old dish guy, too. Jacob, you want to do a little Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy? It's what we have you here for.
I sure do, Drew Garabo.
Trying to pick up on his post-nap vibes. I will say not as bad as last week, but I would say we're still within 30 minutes of the time that he woke up.
I agree. Like a little bit less groggy than last week, but still just I sense it in his voice, a tinge of I just woke up from a nap not long ago.
Yeah, how long ago was it, Jacob?
Come on, Jacob.
I did not take a nap today, Drew Garabo. I did not.
Maybe that's what we're hearing.
I did take a nap on Monday, though. So
maybe what we're hearing is the need for a nap.
Yeah, this isn't a 2-day-old nap.
No, Drew Garabo, come on, man.
All right. Well, if you'd like to take on Jacob in his own game, Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy, where you identify a song by its intro, 800-771-1025. Hello, welcome to Drew Garabo Live with John Senning. Who are you?
Johnny B.
Oh, wait, is this really Johnny B? No.
No, not the original.
Oh. Well, you
How about the fight between Will and Johnny B?
Will.
Well, that's that one really is about as real as it gets.
I was going to say, was there an on-air? I didn't hear it, but was there an on-air element to the off-air stuff that happened?
I don't think there ever really was.
Yeah.
That's the interesting thing about that one.
Well, Will was crying that he wanted a top billing. They wanted a Johnny B and Will show.
Yeah, no, we are aware, sir. We know our radio station, maybe even a little bit better than you do. We know the circumstances surrounding it, but I don't know that it unfolded on the air. And from what you say, crying, I would say the guy worked very hard on the show and wanted his own name on the show.
Yeah, well. It worked out for you, John.
How the hell did that have anything to do with me? How did that have anything to do with me?
It didn't. 800-771-1025. It had nothing at all.
I would never say that to you, Promo John, never.
Thank you.
Dude, your boy's catching strays all day over here, Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob. Hello, welcome to Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. Who are you?
Hey, what's going on? It's Tyler.
Thanks. Hey, worked out for you, John. You got your own show from it because, Will, he wanted co-billing, and then they got rid of him, so they moved you, and then Roger got it. I don't understand the logic.
Yeah, I want to be able to follow it. I thought maybe there was already co-branding on Drew Garabo Live by the time the Johnny B. Will thing happened.
Oh, yeah. So, that might have even been the reason behind it.
Maybe. But I'm saying when I was thinking or trying to figure out what that guy meant, I thought he was thinking, like, you got your name on Drew's show because...
Oh. No,
that had already happened.
No, I think he's putting the cart before the horse. I think probably that happened because I started calling it Drew Garabo Live with John Senning, which secretly I still call it that. Hello, Tyler. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Awesome. Thank you. What can we do you for?
Just trying to win some tickets to wherever y'all got for me.
Okay, great. Love that. Specific goal in mind. And what genre of music do you think that you're the best at identifying songs in?
Every time I call and play, it's always 2000s hip hop. I'm going to stick with it. I know that's Jacob's spot, but
oh yeah.
Hippity hoppity.
Hippity hoppity indeed.
Oh yeah.
All right, Jacob. It's clean 2000s rap and hip hop. You versus Tyler. Tyler, have you beaten him before?
No, I have not. 0 for 2. 0 for 2.
They say the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Yet here we are. All right.
Let's do it.
Artist and title of this clean rap song from the 2000s. Jacob, are you ready?
I'm so ready, Drew Garabo. Let's go.
Oh, he's waking up. He's waking up.
He's awake now.
The Ollie Pop is kicking in.
Here we go. 3, 2, and 1.
Let's take some calls.
That's Jacob.
Petey Pablo Freak-a-Leak.
Tyler, my man, I apologize, but you're a loser once again.
Dude, I mean, why would you try to step to the king in his sweet spot?
Yeah, you know that you're losing every time you do it.
If you pay any attention at all, like there is a path to victory.
Oh yeah.
It's just for some reason people want to try the man.
Right. They don't want the easy path to victory. They want to prove that they can out Jacob, which is very difficult to do. Hello there. Who are you? Welcome to Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy on Drew Garabo Live with John Setting.
Hey, my name is Steve. How you doing?
Steve. Hi, Steve. Really well. How's your day, buddy?
Good, man. Good.
Excellent. What can we do for you? You here to play Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy?
Yes, sir.
All right. What genre of music would you like to take on the king in?
Oh boy. I think I'm gonna probably say new metal.
New metal.
Of some kind.
All right. That could be a path to success.
New metal era. All right. Yeah, it could be. This isn't exactly Jacob's big strong suit. Jacob, new metal, NU with the new loud metal. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready, but I'm not sure about this one here, you know?
Well, all right.
We got to have belief in yourself.
And Steve, you ready, bud?
Yes, sir.
In 3, artist and title, 2, 1.
Jacob.
That's Jacob.
Crazy Town Butterfly.
Come, my lady. Come, my lady.
R.I.P. Shifty Shell Shock.
Come, my lady. Come, my lady.
Left us too soon. I was going to go Smooth Criminal since today's the day that Michael Jackson passed away, but yeah. It's George Michael's birthday too. Boy, what a significant day for 80s pop icons.
How long ago was it? It's always more recent than I thought it was.
I think it's like
it was in 2009.
That's not true.
You think that's too recent?
I think 2010. But actually, I was working for the Magic. Maybe I just started. Are you sure about that, Jacob?
It was in 2009 when Michael Jackson passed. Yeah.
All right, let me check. Hold on one second, because I remember I looked at the Facebook post this morning. Stand by. Here we go. He's right. I'm not so sure, John. He's right. I mean, I'm just got to make sure here. Okay, here we go. 13, 14. What was 2009? 16 years ago?
2009. Yep.
16 years ago today, John, on Facebook, sitting at my cubicle, I wrote, "Man, what a week. My childhood icons are dropping like flies. First Ed McMahon, now Farrah. Who's next? Horse Shack from Welcome Back Kotter?" And then turns out within an hour of posting that, Michael Jackson died.
Oh, that wasn't I have a charity dinner type thing?
No, that was a genuine, like, oh my God, I can't believe all my icons are dying.
2009?
And 2009. Well done, Jacob.
I'll never forget. I was waiting for a table inside the Green Iguana in Brandon.
Oh,
it was just such a weird moment where I remember like everybody started kind of chit chatting, like you could just feel something was up.
Yeah,
and I think I heard the hostess or somebody nearby go, "Oh my God, Michael Jackson died," and I was at the Green Iguana. What a place!
Oh man, what a place to discover that.
Yeah.
And then they took Michael Jackson's ashes and actually made an Etch-a-Sketch out of them so that kids could play with him forever beyond the grave.
It was a very sweet thing he did.
Hello, welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey guys, I'm Mike. How are you?
Hey Mike, very well, thank you. I love your energy. What style of music would you like to take on Jacob in?
Well, I'm really intimidated because I've also lost to Jacob before. Could we do movie soundtracks?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Sure. Any particular era or just movies?
No.
All right.
Whatever.
100 greatest movie songs. How about that?
Here we go.
All right.
Oh,
I love this.
Okay, Drew Garabo.
Oh. You ready, Jacob?
I'm still going to lose, so it doesn't really matter.
That's a spirit.
Well, have a little faith in yourself.
I'm so ready.
All right. In 3, 2, 1.
Mike?
Come on, Mike.
Cypress Hill Hits from the Bong. Oh my God, I know it's so wrong.
It does sample it, right?
It does sample Dusty Springfield, Son of a Preacher Man, but Pulp Fiction. All right. No winner. Next. 3, 2, and 1. Screen's frozen. Just bear with me.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
It's the Iranian.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Roxette. It must have been love.
Wow. You remember what movie it came from, Jacob?
No, I don't remember.
Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts, Richard Gere, Must Have Been Love, Roxette.
Way to go, Jacob.
Thanks, Mike.
I don't believe I've ever seen Pretty Woman.
It's all right. It was big for its time because there just weren't that many huge movies. That was one of them. It's all right.
Hooker falls in love with rich guy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And Richard Gere was really good. Julia Roberts was really, really beautiful. Hello there. Welcome to Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy.
Hello, Drew.
Hi. Who are you?
My name is Mark. I contacted you yesterday about a girl I was trying to get a date with in Anna Maria Island.
Okay.
I traveled 60 miles back there just to see if I could get a date, and it just so happened when I got there, she was getting out of the car and her husband was kissing her goodbye for work.
Oh, this dude flirted with some young lady at work and then wanted to know about the appropriateness of him calling there and asking for her.
Wait. At her work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What did she work at a restaurant or something, dude?
No, it's just she worked at I believe it was a Circle K.
Oh yeah, convenience store. And
dude,
I know. And so I was like, you can't. People are like, oh, look at the receipt, call up there, whatever. And the general consensus was, if you don't ask for the number in that moment, it's going to be creepy as hell, no matter how you slice it. So you drove back there to discover her getting out of the car to go to work and her husband kissing her goodbye, or boyfriend.
Yes.
Oh man! So there was no even attempt. You didn't even follow up and be like, "Who is this guy? You really into him? You just saw what you saw and left."
Hey man, I pulled up to the parking space and I saw her get out, and they were sitting in the seat, and she kissed him, or he kissed her goodbye, and I said, "Well, I'm just gonna go."
Oh, dude!
Was it like a deep kiss goodbye, or was it like maybe yeah, I'm your friend. I drove you to work. Mwah, have a great day.
You wanted to say deep.
It wasn't a friendly kiss.
Okay.
No.
Oh man, dude, the Circle K. I'm not speaking any. I don't want to speak in any ill terms about the staff at Circle K, but she must have been a real have a real energy about her to have you going back.
She was very pretty.
Was she nice to you, or were you just think she was so hot that you had to go back, or was she like nice?
She complimented the hell out of me when I was there.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, I think she paid him 2 compliments.
Oh, really?
2.
But it was probably she was just doing her job. She was in customer service, so now.
What were the compliments? What were the compliments, if you don't mind me asking?
You look like you got a real thick hog on you.
No, my hair and my Slayer shirt I was wearing, and she just complimented me on my looks. And
oh, dude, I would say don't give up. I mean, have you ever seen the Titanic? I mean, Rose had a man she was about to marry, and Jack Dawson swooped in, and there was a love like nobody ever knew. I mean, you're gonna let
spoiler alert,
one smooch in the parking lot dissuade you from your potential soulmate, dude? Come on.
I can't do that, man.
Why don't you call? Why don't you call the Circle K?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it?
I mean, look, you're not going to hit a pitch out of the park unless you swing at it.
I suppose.
And you just call and say, "Do you know her name?"
No, I don't.
Oh, that's tough.
You just call and say, "Hey, I'm looking for the lady who complimented a guy with a Slayer T-shirt yesterday."
I think if you call any Circle K and ask for the young lady whose rate's higher than a 4 on the look scale, I think they're going to know who she is because she's probably the only one. No offense to the girls out there working in convenience stores. Hey, thanks for the update, man. Appreciate it very much.
Don't give up. Get back in there.
Love is out there for you somewhere, all right?
Love you guys. Thank you.
Dude, The Notebook. I mean, she had a man. She was about to get married.
What is the story behind The Notebook? I've never seen the film. Like, how would you describe the plot?
I mean, it's just the deepest form of a love story where they fall in love. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams fall in love immediately with just a passionate, burning love that can barely be contained.
All right,
and then I don't know why he went away, but they're away for many, many years. And when they're reunited, she's pretty much on the verge of getting married.
Oh.
And, Ryan Gosling, I mean, I will say, It's such a love story, but people do seem to forget the fact that she's like about to get married and she just finds Ryan Gosling and they have hot, passionate sex. And it's just nobody looks at that as, damn, this lady's kind of messed up. Everybody just focuses on the fact that it's this great love story.
Not that she's cheating on some dude.
Right. Well, then the real kicker is that you realize at the time it's a man retelling this story to his wife who has dementia. Like, that's their story. And she doesn't know him. She doesn't know him. So he's telling her their love story so that she'll remember. And then you get the vibe that at the end of the movie, he's doing that every day, telling her the story from the Notebook.
So you don't know at the beginning that he's telling that to his current wife.
Correct.
But you find out at the end.
Correct.
Okay. Now I don't need to see it. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to Jacob's Jukebox.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Her parents don't approve. I was trying to remember what the sticking point was. He goes off to war. Her parents hated him. And he had been sending her love notes for, I believe, years and years. And her mom hated him so much that she was throwing away the love notes.
Oh, my God. What a monster.
Yeah, so...
And he was like probably...
I wrote you a letter every day for 365 days.
That's what happens. And then that prick, James Marsden,
yeah.
he's the bad guy. Well, he's the
Jury
love...
duty, James Marsden?
Yeah, he's the love... Yeah, I don't remember if he's actually a dick or if you just are just pulling so much for Ryan Gosling that you just feel that way.
Yeah.
But James Marsden is the guy that she's about to marry.
Oh.
And then...
whatever happens to him?
He's a loser.
Does he ever find love?
James Marsden?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch The Notebook 2. Marsden Attacks.
Marsden Attacks. Hello, caller. Thank you for chiming in there. Who are you?
This is V. Joe.
Hey, V.
Hey,
Joe.
Joe. What's up, dog?
What's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up?
Looking forward to seeing you Friday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll be there.
Hell yeah.
Are you gonna bring the boat out to the beach bash?
No, I'm not going to make it to that. Unfortunately, we have other stuff going on. But I definitely tried to make it happen.
Damn.
Well, that's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's not. I would have loved for V. Joe to be there. Love V. Joe.
You're canceled.
Say, V. Joe, would you like to take on Jacob?
Let's do it. Can we do Southern Rock?
Yeah, you can.
See, Joe knows how to.
He knows how to
do
play.
it.
Southern Rock. Jacob, you know a little Southern Rock?
Let's see if I know it. I might know it. I might not. But let's shoot for it. Come on.
There we go.
All right, two guys we love. V. Joe versus Jacob 2 times. This is it. This is a final boss battle. Artist and title, Southern Rock, in 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
I can't hear it.
All right, no winner. That's Molly Hatchet, Flirting with Disaster. What the hell?
I would say that's a Southern rock staple.
I would say so. Agreed. No winner. Next Southern rock anthem in 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
What the heck?
This is the Bone Gods frowning upon you for not making the decision to be at the Bone Bash.
That's right.
You're right. It totally is.
That would be Leonard Skinner Saturday Night Special. Saturday Night Special. We have no winner. Final song, Southern Rock, in 3, 2, 1.
I got a little change in my pocket going jang-a-lang-a-lang.
I'll call you on telephone, baby.
Oh my gosh, I don't know who sings this.
I'm now, if I may give like the post game interview,
please.
The Joe, I just have a couple questions for you. Why did you pick Southern Rock?
Because I know a lot of Southern rock, but you just didn't get me on these 3 songs, man. Like I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Thank you.
I know the name. I know the name of the song. I just don't know who sung that one.
Thank you. No further questions. Press conference over. V. Joe, we love you, buddy.
Love you too. I'll see you guys on Friday.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you know what was an underrated thing we did for a minute that I just don't think we did it there was a way to do it, but I just don't know that we were doing it the right way. Remember when we were doing the press conference? Yeah. Remember, was it every show?
Yeah, I think like we would do it the last segment of the show.
Yeah, and it was
me, you, and Seth.
Yeah, and
then
then people would call. I think there was even imaging for it at a time, and then it was like we were at a press conference, and then people would call and ask questions as if they were like members of the media.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think it went sideways at some point. We may have oversaturated it.
Maybe.
That was fun while it lasted. Maybe bring it back.
Wasn't it ever? Hey, Jacob, thank you, buddy.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So it was with you, Promo John, and Boy, right, Drew Garabo?
Yes, it used to be that way.
It was, yep.
And then for 5 years, it was me and Promo John, and then Promo John, he just elevated his brand, and now you got Sending Show every day right after JP.
And now I got Promo John Show every day right after JP, right?
Sending Show is what I said. Sending Show.
Yeah, I can't take those disses from a not fully awake Jacob. When you're on your toes and you've napped properly and you're rested, I can handle that. But I can't take that from a man who clearly still has crusties in his eyes from his nap he just woke up from.
Come on, Promo John.
Wipe those eye boogers out. He's right.
Don't step to me.
I love you, Promo John.
I love you too, buddy.
Thank you, Jacob. Have a great day.
I love you, Drew Garabo. I love you, Promo John.
Love you, buddy.
Thanks for being here, John.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
It's nice to spend time with you.
It always is.
Yeah. Listen to Sending Show every afternoon at 1 o'clock. It is phenomenal. I listen every damn day. You never know what you're going to get.
You really do. Even me. Even me. Hopefully back to the kumbaya sooner than later once this era of whatever's happening is over.
I forgot that was a diss. All right, 800-771-1025. You want to weigh in on the biggest bone fights in bone history? I'm fine with that. I got a ton of stuff for you this afternoon, including but not limited to a lady who was kicked out of a theme park because of what she was wearing. It's something I think women should be encouraged to wear, especially if we gross guys are able to go shirtless anywhere. I'll tell you what it is next. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Sunshine Skyway southbound headed toward Manatee County. Left lane blockage due to an accident approaching the midspan of the bridge. Stop and go about 10 minutes now. Could get worse. In Hillsborough, 50th Street as it intersects with Dr. King. Has a crash. Moderate delay there. Heftier delay. Westbound Dr. King crash at Highland Avenue. This will cause stop and go congestion around 15 minutes to 275. Starting to see increased volume eastbound I-4, northbound 75, as well as northbound 301 around Harney Road. Continuous backup almost 10 minutes 41 north at Lizzie Road. 20-minute delay 301 north at 56 approaching Zephyr Hills South. This is Eric in the Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar tonight, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS, CamtechSchool.com.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Hims & Hers Weight Loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at 4hers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At 4hers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and personalized compounded semaglutide, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy, but at a much lower price. So you can lose weight for less money than you'd spend on name brand drugs. Through Hers, pricing for personalized compounded semaglutide starts at just $165 a month for a 12-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Plus, the process is 100% online. If prescribed, your personalized plan ships free directly to your door. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at forhers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/radio. forhers.com/radio.
Summer is here, and it's time to get your backyard ready where you always wanted it to be. From custom patios and pavers to upgraded driveways, Waterman Properties is your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. Visit watermanproperties.net or call 813-715-7383. It's Waterman Properties. Your vision is their mission. Hit them up today and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
School is out and summer is here. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Honda your first stop and drive a new Honda Pilot, $479 per month, or a new Honda Accord Hybrid, just $359 per month. Test drive your new Honda today at Crown Honda, online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
You put it off all month, but guys, you need to act now. International Diamond Center's amazing free finance offer ends Monday. So if it's time to pop the question, celebrate a big anniversary, or upgrade her diamond, now is the best time. And this is the best way to buy. You can make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with an unheard of interest rate of just 0%. 0.0. That's all the way to the year 2030. All designer rings and all certified diamonds are included. All colored gemstone jewelry, all fashion jewelry. Nothing's held back. So act now. Get that $12,000 engagement ring with a hand-picked certified diamond and designer setting and pay just $200 a month. Or that $3,000 diamond eternity band, just $50 a month. While interest rates are up everywhere else, IDC takes them all the way down to 0. So you can go big. But time is running out. International Diamond Center's rate relief ends Monday, June 30th and will not be extended. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com. On approved credit.
You know, Tampa Heat doesn't play, and neither does Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. They've teamed up with the experts at ABC to bring you fast pro service backed by two of the best names in the business. And right now they're offering a $29 AC system check, whether your unit's working or not. And if you need repair, that $29 goes right towards it. Their techs are trained, their trucks are stocked, and their service is same day. If you're hearing weird noises, getting weak airflow, or just sweating too much, don't wait. Super Heat and Air and ABC guarantee impeccable service and cooling you can count on. Call Super Heat and Air today. There is no reason to be hot in your home. And if your AC hasn't been checked out, now is the time to take advantage of this super low $29 AC system check. Call them today, 813-618-5818. That's 813-618-5818. Get that AC system check done before it's 1,000 degrees every day. Give them a call today or go to superheatandair.com and trust the company that I trust to come into my home, Super Heat and Air. Check them out now, superheatandair.com. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
O'Reilly.
Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
1025 The Bone and Stella Artois are on a mission to find the best wings in the Bay. Voted Hooters, Hurricane Eddie's in Dunedin, and Abe's Place. Scan the QR code. Vote, and you can win Stella swag, beer, bragging rights. You decide. Go to thebestwingsinthebay.com for details.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm meteorologist Jim Weber in the Sky Tower Weather Center. Partly cloudy skies for today. We're going to watch for those late day showers and thunderstorms to be developing. Rain chance right around 50% for this afternoon. Daytime high of 94 before those storms. Storms wind down this evening. It's going to be just another steamy night. Overnight low down to 78 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
With George Michael being born today in history and Michael Jackson dying today in history, I found myself wondering if I had to live my life without one of their musics, which would it be? And I know Michael Jackson's the king of pop, and he's got incredible anthems. Beat It, Billie Jean, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Thriller, Bad. But you give me a George Michael best of CD and a Michael Jackson best of CD and see which one I listen to more, I'm pretty sure it's going to be George Michael. Probably because he never had anti-Semitic lyrics like Michael Jackson did. Oh, I didn't forget. Thanks to John Senning of Senning Show for sitting it in. It always really helps Wednesday go a lot faster and smoother when I know that, at least for the first segment, which I will stretch out from 25 to 45 minutes, I will get to experience the best radio chemistry I have ever experienced or heard and ever will. I can safely say there will never be another John Senning in my career. I can't say that he will never have chemistry with anyone like we had together because he's a young dude, right? I mean, he is in the dawn era of his talk show host career. If Dizzy works with him for a couple more years, they may go on to have chemistry unparalleled. If some other dude or young lady or old lady sits in with John regularly, there's a very good chance that he will have similar chemistry, if not better, than the two of us had. But I know I can say with absolute certainty that no matter how much longer I am on the radio, whether that is a year or 20 years, it's never going to be like that again. And that's not to say I want to rewind things, because he is destined, or was destined, to be a phenomenal lead talk show host. That was the natural progression of things. We would talk about it frequently on our show together, how I wanted that for him. But sometimes the things that we want for other people, if we truly love them, might come at the expense of our own happiness and fulfillment. That's true love. If you'd like to join me in conversation, it is 800-771-1025. You can choose to weigh in on anything I bring up for conversation, anything a caller brings up, anything you might have as a burning thought in your brain. Happy to help in any way, shape, or form. Talking about all the old bone fights is funny. The one that stands out to me that I regret the most was going at Johnny B because of a Kayla situation. I just get very, very defensive when it comes to people on my show, and I don't always take that extra second to go, is this the right way to do this? We learn. We live and we learn. Should a woman be wearing a sports bra to a theme park? Dudes can go shirtless just about anywhere. Dudes can go to theme parks wearing tank tops, wearing pretty much anything. But Nicole Arena shared her unexpected story on TikTok about her trip to Disney World last week with her husband, where she was told that you can either cover up that sports bra with this $64 t-shirt, or you can leave. Women wear sports bras to the gym, right? Dudes can go shirtless pretty much anywhere, whether it's a music festival, mowing the lawn. You can display your disgusting, hairy, pasty, flabby body anywhere, but God forbid a woman should be out there in the 95-degree heat of the summer and want to be comfortable and wear a sports bra. We all act like, oh my God. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a woman wearing a sports bra in public. Hi there. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Yeah, this is Joe. How about Roger and Monica having some big disputes there? Roger was sick for a day or two, and I think
Roger. I'm sorry, you said Roger and Monica?
I'm sorry, JP and Monica.
Oh yeah, no, that's a regular thing. That is what keeps me listening every day. That they're always on the verge of World War frickin' III. Like I love that constant tension. You've got two people who could not be any more on the polar opposite sides of things, socially, politically, gender, sexuality, every way, shape, or form. I don't think I could work in an environment like that. I don't think I have it in me to every day show up and know that just about every syllable I say is going to be psychoanalyzed and thrown back at me. But as a listener, I absolutely freaking love it, because that tension is what we live for, you know?
Yes, that's what comes to my mind when I hear you guys talking about that stuff.
Gotcha. Thank you, Joe. 800-771-1025. Again, it's just like John's first segment. I love listening to it But as a fan of both John Senning and JoJo, and as a really good friend of both, to hear conflict there fills me with this agita. But at the same time, it was such great radio, you just can't turn away. Hello there. Who are you?
I'm Zach.
What up?
Hey, I was going to say, if a woman get in trouble for a sports bra at a theme park, it's like, what about the water parks that Disney have and the bikinis? It's like, they're going to ban bikinis?
Didn't really even think about that. Is that Disney's got Blizzard Beach, Typhoon Lagoon. They used to have River Country, and women are their nipples are freaking spilling out of their bikini tops. Their bathing suit bottoms are going up their ass crack. You're going to see way more there. Why then, if you're online for the freaking Haunted Mansion, why are we going to get all bent out of shape because some young lady wants to wear a friggin' sports bra?
Exactly.
It's hot out there. I mean, look, Adventure Island. It's bathing suit-a-palooza over there. But what, you go over to Busch Gardens, you can't wear a sports bra? I don't know if that's the case. I've never seen a young lady asked to leave Busch Gardens because of a sports bra. 800-771-1025. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, Drew, it's Bill. How's it going?
Hi, Bill. Very well. Thank you. What's up?
Good. Some of the best blow-ups were between Galvin and Pap Pap. When it comes to Sporkle, oh, my Lord. Those blow-ups were the best.
Yeah, that's more of an incident-based thing because Sporkle, it gets pretty intense, and when you've got very competitive people, which I don't know if you know that about Galvin. I think he can be that way. If you feel like you rang in first, having been part of Sporkle a few times, if you feel like you rang in first and someone says that you didn't, that could set you off pretty damn quickly and easily. Hello there. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe. What's up?
What's up? So let me ask you a question. What do you think is worse, the sports bra or like the spandexy like yoga pants that women wear?
Well, you say worse. I fail to see which of those is bad at all. I love them both. I think they should be celebrated.
No, so do I. But as far as like a theme park, like if a woman is wearing like the spandexy yoga pants,
right?
I would think that probably would garner more attention than someone wearing a sports bra.
Huh. That's a great question because a lot of women do love those yoga pants these days. And again, it's a beautiful thing. They should absolutely feel comfortable wearing them anywhere. But I think for some reason, the sports bra attracts more attention. I don't know if it's the jugs hanging out or the exposed skin versus a skin-tight pair of yoga pants. But I think more people would probably have their attention drawn by the sports bra than the yoga pants, you know?
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Other way, I don't think they should have kicked her out.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate that. 800-771-1025. Pennsylvania Green Voter on Twitter, which, by the way, I'm at Drew on the Radio on Twitter. Tuttle and Bubba on my show. I remember a lot. I don't quite remember that one. I think I remember them getting into it over something. Tuttle's a really good counter programmer, so he got into it with just about everyone. But I don't quite recall the circumstances there. John Brennan asked if we could play this a couple of times during our show, so I will.
This is where you earn your money. The Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Congratulations, winner. You'd won $1,000.
Oh, thank you. Hi, this is Terry from Hudson, and I just won $1,000 from Calta's Summer Vacay Payday.
The Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Keep listening to The Bone for your chance to win cold, hard cash. 102.5 The Bone.
So there you go. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Yes, you're talking about on-air fights?
I was, yep.
Galvin and Hoppy on the Mike Calta football punches. When I think Hoppy actually punched Galvin in the face on accident.
Ooh, ouch. I certainly understand why somebody would get upset over that one. I think Hoppy was part of quite a few fricassees, if you will, in his tenure here at the Bone, which, he seems to still be hanging on to, which I would too. If I were no longer on this station, I'd be plenty butthurt about it, and I'd probably be doing podcasts about how butthurt I'm about it also,
Yep.
Can't fault the guy for it, I suppose. 800-771-1025 is my number. Hang tight. Does a parent have the right to refuse life-saving medical treatment for their kid? I'm not so sure they don't, and we'll talk about it next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Summer is here, and it's time to take that weekend getaway to Vegas, or maybe book that Alaskan cruise. But maybe inflation has kicked you right in the wallet. Well, leave it to Mike Calta to cancel his new order of 14 refrigerators just to give you the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Listen for the keyword every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get it and enter it in the free 102.5 The Bone app, and you could win $1,000. That's $1,000 that you can use towards a beach vacation, or to buy your own refrigerator, or to just buy a bunch of beer, stay home, and drink them. Like a staycation. It's the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday from 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
It's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
It's really difficult to trust someone in this crazy world, but you can trust Good Greek Moving and Storage. They have an extensive hiring process that sets them apart from any other moving company in the country. Very strict. Every employee has to go through the Superhero Movers Academy, so that when they show up at your house to move your stuff, you can trust them. They are a full-service relocation company, way more than just a moving company. Get a free moving quote by going to goodgreek.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
The bigger, better, faster summer event is on at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get deals on over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Employee Pricing Plus event. Save up to $15,000 on new 2025 models, and your first 3 payments are on us. And don't forget to visit our website and enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. It's all happening at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, cruise through a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're gonna love it. Thirsty First.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches, like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Power up with big savings from Hawkins Service Company this June. Get free surge protection when you spend over $250 on electrical service. You need generator maintenance maintenance, you're in luck. It's $50 off this month. Or go big, get $500 off a whole home Generac generator with install. Don't wait until the next storm hits. These offers are good through June 30th only. Call Hawkins today at 813-445-8209 or always online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. When we decided to completely eliminate the dealer fee last year, the response has been almost 100% positive. Because by not having to pay a dealer fee, you automatically save anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. Some people don't believe it, so it's our obligation to remove any doubt, be completely transparent, and prove that it is true. You do not pay a dealer fee at Stingray. But we know that some of our competitors have told customers that, oh, Stingray is just hiding that fee somewhere else. It's just a gimmick. Well, as the owner of Stingray, you have my word. It's no gimmick. There is no dealer fee, and it will really save you up to $1,500 off the bottom line. And in these uncertain times, that's a commitment you can count on. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You've put it off all month, but guys, you need to act now. International Diamond Center's amazing free finance offer ends Monday. So if it's time to pop the question, celebrate a big anniversary, or upgrade her diamond, now is the best time. And this is the best way to buy. You can make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with an unheard of interest rate of just 0%. 0.0. That's all the way to the year 2030. All designer rings and all certified diamonds are included. All colored gemstone jewelry, all fashion jewelry. Nothing's held back. So act now. Get that $12,000 engagement ring with a hand-picked certified diamond and designer setting and pay just $200 a month. Or that $3,000 diamond eternity band, just $50 a month. While interest rates are up everywhere else, IDC takes them all the way down to 0. So you can go big. But time is running out. International Diamond Center's rate relief ends Monday, June 30th and will not be extended. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com. On approved credit.
You or someone you know thinking about buying a home, tune in to the Lone Ranger radio show Saturdays from 11 to 12. Make no bones about it. It's the place to go for no-nonsense mortgage and real estate advice.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here for Sun Toyota, where the low and locked-in sales event is going on all month long. We've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, Tacomas, Camrys, and Corollas in stock now. Drive select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen.
Sun, Toyota.com.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up. Going up. But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button. Going down. We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40. Period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt steep reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-474-1867. 800-474-1867. Again, that's 800-474-1867.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Garabo Live. Watch the show on Bone TV, theboneonline.com, Bone Facebook page, YouTube. My favorite way, good old FM radio, baby. Hit me up on social media, Drew Garabo, DREWGARABO on Instagram, at Drew on the Radio on Twitter X.
Cause I gotta have faith.
Does a parent have the right to determine medical treatment for their kid? This is a little complicated because the daughter we're talking about is 24 years old. So she's capable of making her own decisions. But these stories pop up from time to time. And frequently, it involves someone who identifies as a Christian Scientist, which I believe, forgive me if I'm inaccurate, I believe they don't believe in medical treatment. They believe that God will heal. So if you are a parent who believes in God's healing powers, and your child is diagnosed with a potentially fatal condition, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in this case, but it could be anything, and you don't believe in medical treatment, you think for whatever reason that a doctor interfering is the devil's work, do you have the right to do that? The sons of prominent anti-vaxxer and conspiracy theorist Kate Shemirani of Great Britain have blamed Kate for the death of their sister, her daughter Paloma, who died last year after refusing chemotherapy for cancer. In a Monday interview with the BBC News program Panorama, Gabriel and Sebastian Shemirani said that while growing up in the English town of Uckfield, that is a disgusting name for a city, their mother believed that the September 11th terrorist attack on the World Trade Center was an inside job, which in the days following September 11, 2001, seemed heinously cruel. In the decades that follow, not saying that we should lend credence to the Loose Change documentary, but I think there are enough questions out there about what really happened that day. I don't think you're a complete wacko if you think that we didn't get the entire story there. And this young lady believed that the Sandy Hook school shooting was staged, which I think that one's kind of crazy, but whatever. So this 24-year-old girl gets diagnosed with cancer. Her mom comes to visit her in the hospital and convinces her not to go the chemotherapy route. They use something called Gerson therapy, involving juices, supplements, and enemas. Not an approved treatment for cancer, according to the National Cancer Institute. No studies have been done that support the belief that it is an effective cancer treatment. Should they lock you in jail if you're a parent and your kid is diagnosed with cancer and you refuse chemotherapy? 800-771-1025. Aren't you the arbiter of what treatment your kid should get? And if you want to risk your child's life, if you want to eschew a proven medical treatment like chemotherapy, which is barbaric and brutal and cruel and awful and torturous, but also saves lives, and you think that God will save your kid if you give your kid a coffee enema instead, do you have the right to do that? 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hi, Drew. It's Brandon again.
Hey, what do you mean again? Did you call already today?
No, but I've called you a few times, and I've called a sitting show.
Oh, okay.
I talked to Mike Alta. Yeah.
All right.
No, I love this radio station,
Thank
so
you.
I
We
try
love
to
you.
call anytime I get a chance.
Good. We're glad you did. What's up?
My opinion on this topic, I mean, I feel like it's pretty simple. I mean, parents kind of own their children, and they kind of own, like, the decisions. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess a kid could be like, hey, maybe I don't want to follow what you're saying, Mommy, Daddy. Maybe I do need medical help. But if the parents at the end of the day want to be like, hey, I refuse medical help, I mean, there's nothing anybody can really do, you know?
So what if the kid is diagnosed with cancer and it's easily curable? Like this young lady was 24, 80%
Right.
chance that the chemotherapy would have saved her life, right? So
Right.
So let's suppose instead of a 24-year-old, it's a 14-year-old, right? And the 14-year-old is like, well, of course, give me the chemo. I want to save my life. But the parent who, as you said, you can mince words, but we pretty much do own our minor kids. Like we make all the decisions for
Right.
them. They are not autonomous beings. They are dependent on us. So the parent goes, no, you're not putting that garbage, which it is toxic sludge, garbage. I've gotten a bunch.
Right.
It's awful.
Correct. Yeah.
But the parent decides, I don't want to do that to my kid. And then the kid dies. Should the parent be brought up on manslaughter charges?
I mean, I guess we'd have to look more into, like, the laws on that, you know? Could it be technically neglect? I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know, dude. I'm just a dumbass lineman, you know? But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'd have to look at it more of a legal aspect at that point. But, yeah man, I mean, it's what the parent says goes, unfortunately. Even at 14, you can't even drive. You can't even work. So maybe if the kid was more like 16, 17, you know, maybe you could run away and be like, my parents are trying to kill me because of this religion.
Right.
Help me, you know.
Yeah, and I do wonder the legal aspect of it. If it is a 16, 17-year-old who's a minor who can't make their own decisions, but if they wanted the chemo, but the parent was like, no, don't give my kid chemo. I mean, you know, God's going to save my kid, and then God doesn't save your kid. I don't know what the hell you do there. I mean, you would think that the guilt would be overwhelming. Thank you, Brandon, by the way. But then again, the type of parent who would refuse medical treatment like that probably believes, well, if they pass, God's will, right? That's what was meant to happen. Hello, welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
My name is Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Again. Hey, man. So I was just going to throw this out there. The one person that actually had to deal with that really badly was the lead singer of Metallica, James Hetfield.
Oh.
His parents were in sort of the same they had the same sort of kind of beliefs like that, where they didn't believe in any kind of medical help scientifically, and they just relied on, I guess you could so-call God's will to heal you.
Oh, yeah.
And it put him through a lot of rough times in his life, because his parents were like that, and unfortunately, they're
sorry. Yeah, no, I just read that his mom had got cancer and refused medical treatment based on her Christian Science belief, and she died when he was 16 years old.
Yeah, man, it's sad. But I think that if that's the case, something needs to be overturned with that, because that's absolutely ridiculous that you would refuse your child chemo and they're dying, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what the right thing to do there is. James Hetfield's dad, Virgil, also a strict adherent to Christian Science. Man, it reminds me of, I don't know if it's called a joke or an anecdote or whatever, but a guy is drowning, or he's on his roof in a flood, and a rowboat comes by, and they're like, do you need help? He's like, no, God's got me. So then a helicopter comes by, and they're like, do you need help? And he's like, no, God's got me. And finally, the floodwater rises to the point where the guy drowns, and he gets up to heaven. And God was like, I sent you a helicopter. Hello there. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Angela.
Probably mangled that one. Hi, Angela. How you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you very much for asking. What can we do for you?
Well, this girl was 23, wasn't she?
24. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I read an article about it, but it didn't. The article I read didn't say that the mother was doing it because of religious beliefs. It was just that she was an anti-vax or anti-medicine, all that stuff.
I don't think we're not necessarily speaking just about this isolated incident. That's a launching point for a discussion. A lot of the times it is religious based when a parent refuses to allow modern medicine to cure their kids, you know?
Right. They have a lot of problems. I'm in the medical field, and there are a lot of problems when there's children that need a blood transfusion, and their Jehovah's Witness parents won't allow it.
Oh.
I'm not sure when the cutoff was, because with a little kid, they wouldn't understand enough to be able to say, hey, my mom's a nutter, I need this medicine. But by the time they're about 11 or 12, they've kind of got the idea that, I do need this. I had a cousin that passed away at 15 from kidney cancer, and she did the chemo. Her parents gave her the chemo when she was younger, and then the cancer came back, and she chose to not take the chemo because it was too much and she knew she was going to die anyway. So her parents let her have that.
Yeah, and honestly, before I went through a battle myself, I might not have understood that, but having been through it myself, I fully understand why anyone would want to do anything other than chemotherapy. It is awful. You can't imagine how awful it is until you've been through it. Going through it 4 times myself, twice with really super high dose. If it were to come back, which, you never know, I don't know that I would do it again. Even if they said, look, you're going to die if you don't get this again, I might go, if that happens, it happens, because it's the worst thing you could ever possibly go through. The things that it does to your body, the way it makes you feel is something you can't even begin to comprehend unless you've been there,
No, thank God I haven't, and I'm thankful to God that you were able to overcome this.
Thanks.
But answer me this. Now, knowing what you know about going through chemo, would you, if your son was still young and had cancer, would you?
Great question.
Tell them to do it?
Yeah, I would. I absolutely would, because despite what it did to my body, I am alive because of it. And so I would tell him the same thing, especially in your 20s. I would say absolutely go through it, lose your hair, get the gut infection, get the pneumonia, the colitis, the sodium deficiency, get all of it, the neuropathy, the hearing loss, everything that it does to your body, because life is precious, and anything you have to do to extend a beautiful life, you should do it at least once. And then if you do it once and it comes back 10, 15, 20 years down the line and you don't want to do it again, then, then you got a conversation. But I would say to you, if you've never been through it before and you are diagnosed, I would say do whatever you can do to save your life. Living is winning. And I have constant discomfort in my feet. My hearing sucks. Not the same as I was before I went through this, but in some ways, emotionally, I'm better. Some ways, physically, I'm worse. But I'm alive. You are able to hear my voice today. I am able to share my voice with you because of modern medicine. It's amazing. And there's a doctor, Dr. Bob Eichhorn of Indiana University, who invented the protocol for testicular cancer. Before he did that, it was a death sentence. That's one of the few things that really blows my mind about what I went through is that had this been the 1960s rather than 2020s, there'd be no treatment. It'd just be like, oh, yeah, one of your nuts had cancer in it, it spread, and you're going to die. But instead, he came up with a treatment regimen that saves lives. It's incredible. They do it right here at Moffitt Cancer Center. The amazing doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, etc., have this procedure where they can take either your own bone marrow or someone else's, harvest it, store it, give you high-dose chemo that leaves you at death's door, and then they put your own bone marrow back in you. And slowly but surely you watch your white blood cells, your platelets, your everything build back up to the point where you go, holy shnikes. I might actually live. Spoiler alert, I did. Hello, who are you?
Hey, this is Nick.
Hey, what's up, man? Doing great. Thank you.
Great. I was just wondering, would it change anything to the conversation if it was something even more concrete? Because I know cancer can sometimes be a bit abstract for those not going through it.
Explain.
Like, say, a compound fracture where a bone's sticking out of their arm, and they say, no, we're not going to do any, medical intervention.
Huh. Yeah, that's it.
Does that change the conversation?
I think it might, because, you'd have to be barbaric as a parent if you saw your kid with a compound fracture and didn't allow the doctors to heal them or set their bone or put it in a cast or whatever. But then again, as a parent, do you not have the right to refuse that? You know what I mean? I don't know. Do you think oh, well, God's going to fix that broken bone and you're going to be fine when the kid's like, please, I'm in pain. Give me some Novocaine or something, Yeah. As a parent, maybe you've got the right. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that seeing my kid with a compound fracture was one of the most traumatic things probably worse than my own cancer, to be honest with you. Seeing my son after falling off monkey bars with his arm bent backwards at 11 years old. I couldn't wait to get a medical treatment. And again, I just think about those firefighters off of Countryway in Westchase who jumped a call and showed up and gave him painkillers and got him to the hospital. Heroes. Hello there. Who are you?
Hi, Coleman. How's it going today?
What's up, man? Doing real well. Thank you. Yourself?
Oh, pretty good. I'll be honest with you. I think if a parent didn't give their kid medical attention, let them die, they should be in jail. I mean, I just can't comprehend how a parent wouldn't try and do anything they could to save their kid's life.
Well, you and me both, but there are parents out there who have their faith, whether it's Jehovah's Witness, Seventh-day Adventist, Christian Scientist, whatever. They believe that God will heal their kid. They believe that God will look out for their kid. And I almost think they should have the right to do that, even if it means putting their kid at death's door. Don't you own your kid kind of as a parent, if your kid's under 18?
I own my kid as far as I'm responsible for my kid and teaching my kid, but I don't own her life. I mean, how can somebody take somebody's life away from anybody, a kid or adult or not?
Yeah, I guess they don't look at it as, and I can't speak for any parent who is a Christian Scientist, but I would think they don't feel like they're taking life away. They feel like they're putting it in God's hands and saying, well, if God wants my son or daughter to survive, then they will survive. And if they pass, then that was God's will. You know what I mean?
I understand that point of it, but again, my point, I mean, and this is my opinion, I'm not saying anybody else's opinion, but I just think a lot of times that religion uses that as an excuse because God says so, And, you know, that's easy to say. Something happened, well, God made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but to me, that's an excuse.
I got you. Yeah, I totally see where you're coming from. 800-771-1025. There are just people who have that faith that, you know, God will work everything out. God will cure their cancer. And I guess there are probably people who see their cancer go away without chemotherapy, I guess. Hello there. Who are you?
Hi, this is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. What's up, buddy?
Hey, so speaking from a parent who lost an 11-year-old child to cancer.
So sorry.
I just cannot fathom the thought of not doing anything I could to save his life or any child's life. I was put in several difficult situations. You know, your worst day of your life is, hey, we found a tumor in our son's spinal cord.
Yeah.
Second day, it's cancer, you know. And it's just your worst day after your worst day after that you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine, especially if it's curable. All right. If this young lady had an 80% chance of surviving, that just breaks my heart. She could be the one who changes cancer for everybody for the rest of their life, you know, and we're taking that out of her hands, that child's hands.
Yeah.
And I believe in God. I have to have a, you know, I know my son, you know, I believe in the universe, we'll say.
Sure. Me too.
You know, I have my faith, but man, how can you not do anything in your power to save that child? It just breaks my heart to hear that, man.
Same. And this specific case involving this Kate Shermarani, her daughter was 24. So
24.
So she had her own free will to make her own decisions, but she let her anti-vaxxer conspiracy freak of a mom convince her not to go chemotherapy route and to go that, juices and coffee enemas and whatnot. And it ended up killing her. And she was given a positive prognosis, 80% chance of surviving non-Hodgkin lymphoma. But she let her wackadoo mom talk her into not doing the chemotherapy, and it ended up killing her. And instead of feeling guilty like you and I would feel terrible. I bet this conspiracy, I know for a fact because I read the article. This mom thinks that her daughter was murdered. She doesn't think that like she died because she didn't do chemotherapy. She blames the death on one big massive manslaughter, saying, quote, medicine is a lie and what we once believed to be healthcare is now a homicide service, which is a lot easier than saying I could have saved my daughter's life and instead she's dead, you know?
Yeah, and to a point is, where were the doctors or getting a guardian ad litem or something to step in, you know? Right. I mean, you know, that's what tears me up. But her mom, she's going to find out there's a God and she's going to find out Satan because she's going to meet him face to face.
Yeah, you might be right on that one, my man. Hey, I'm real sorry for what you went through, man. And I'm sure you live your life every day in tribute to that brave little warrior.
I try to, brother. Yeah, you have a great day.
Thanks, pal. 800-771-1025. Appreciate the call a lot. Hello, who are you?
Sam.
What's up, Sam?
I just really don't understand that whole concept. I mean, if you abuse a child, if you neglect your child, you can get brought up on charges and get your kids taken away by DCF. So when you're in this position with your child needing medical care, if you refuse it, aren't you putting them through more abuse and more neglect? And shouldn't they take your child away so they can get the proper treatment?
I think so, but I do remember a case a couple of years ago about some parents, young parents, I think from the Tampa Bay area, who refused chemotherapy for their kid and may have even kidnapped the kid, taken him out of the hospital against doctor's orders because they didn't want the barbaric treatment that they had prescribed. I could be misremembering that. Happens all the time. Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew, this is Mike, man. How you doing?
Hi, Mike. Real well. Thank you. You?
I'm good, man. I'm good. So I was just calling to give my opinion here.
Please.
So essentially, you know, you get these, I guess, quote unquote, religious, extremists in a sense, but if you think about it, I always say God created life. So if you look at it in the point of God created life, meaning doctors to help save people, I mean, why wouldn't they want to go that route?
Yeah, like the way I would look at it, and again, the way I look at things isn't the way everybody looks at things, but I would look at it like God gave those doctors the determination to go to medical school. He gifted them with the skills to save lives, and therefore, if I'm a believer in God, I'm okay turning my kid over to the treatment that they're prescribing because they are agents of God saving lives. I would never think God's going to create a miracle just to save my kid. I would think, God bless these nurses and these doctors and these orderlies and everyone with the ability to save them,
It's exactly my thoughts, man,
Yeah.
100%.
Thanks, man. But I mean, do you not have the legal right to believe that faith can save your kid? Prayer can save your kid. 800-771-1025. We'll continue to take your calls. And when we come back, I'm going to throw something else out there. A Harvard professor who studied love for 25 years revealed the one sign that your relationship will last a lifetime, and it has absolutely nothing to do with romantic passion. It's a very interesting story I'll give to you next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Nasty delay continues southbound 275, the Sunshine Skyway. Earlier crash with what was left lane blockage approaching the bridge midspan. Still back at traffic up all the way to 22nd Avenue, now in Pinellas. Give yourself an hour. We had 2 left lanes blocked at Pinellas US 19 south, a crash south of Northside Drive. Backing you up to Curlew right now. Westbound Dr. King and Hillsborough still delayed. That earlier crash at Highland Avenue back to 275 and beyond. Sizable backups throughout on your other main routes this late afternoon. This is Eric in the Farah and Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called Select Quote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with Select Quote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call Select Quote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Setting here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hey, did you hear the Ferman Chevrolet of Brandon's summer savings event is going on right now? Sounds like a perfect time for a new car to me. You know, Ferman Chevy Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. They've got Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory to choose from, tariff-free, and Brad Wise and my friends at Ferman Chevy Brandon do business the right way. No surprise dealer installed options you're forced to buy, no inflated market adjustments. Go see why they're Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer and Chevrolet's Dealer of the Year. And together, let's drive. Visit them today on Automo Drive in Brandon or online anytime at FermanChevy.com.
Chloe loves softball. Cancer tried to stop her twice. Now she's a force on and off the field. We believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
Planning a kid's birthday party in this Florida summer can be brutal with the unpredictable weather and the heat. Do it indoors at Pin Chasers. There are 4 area locations to choose from. One in Brandon, one in Pasco, one off the Veterans on Hillsborough, and the other on Armenia. Go to pinchasers.net to check out nightly specials and reserve your lane today. Pin Chasers is awesome.
Bowling, food, and fun at Pin Chasers.
Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Hims & Hers Weight Loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at 4hers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At 4hers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and personalized compounded semaglutide, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy, but at a much lower price. So you can lose weight for less money than you'd spend on name-brand drugs. Through Hers, pricing for personalized compounded semaglutide starts at just $165 a month for a 12-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Plus, the process is 100% online. If prescribed, your personalized plan ships free directly to your door. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at 4hers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's 4hers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio.
John Senning here for Ferman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. Maybe you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to get a brand new truck or SUV. Well, let me tell you, that time is right now during the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. You might have seen it on the news. You might have heard your friends talking about it, not really knowing what it means. You are going to pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This unprecedented opportunity is giving you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to make your plans now to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Ferman Ford today. If you haven't laid your eyes on the brand new, big, beautiful showroom, it really does have to be seen to be believed. They're right on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FermanFord.com. Ferman Ford, from America, for America. Make sure when you get in there, you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Stop your grinding with Brooks Nygaard.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I ended up going to a dentist, and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found the Brooks Night Guard. You mold it at home to the top or bottom teeth. Other mouth guards go all the way to the back, which allows the back teeth to touch. This is where most of the grinding and clenching occurs. The Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Order your Brooks Night Guard today and get 10% off plus free shipping. Go to brooksnightguard.com and enter the code BRUX91. That's BRUX91.
Stop your grinding with Brooks Nygaard.
Get to Ferman Ford, 24825 U.S. Highway 19 in Clearwater, Saturday, June 28th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meet up with John Senning. The Bone will be broadcasting live. Win concert tickets to see Jason Aldean, Busch Gardens tickets, and more. It all goes down Saturday at Clearwater's big Ford store. Ferman is Ford.
When it really matters, choose Farah & Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm meteorologist Jim Weber in the Sky Tower Weather Center. Partly cloudy skies for today. We're going to watch for those late day showers and thunderstorms to be developing. Rain chance right around 50% for this afternoon. Daytime high of 94 before those storms. Storms wind down this evening. It's going to be just another steamy night. Overnight low down to 78 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
It is a one-man show today. My name is Drew Garabo. Delightful to have you here. It'll be me today. My buddy Todd Wright will be joining me tomorrow. Maurice will be here Friday, as I'll be taking the day off to attend a concert I think you should go to. Slightly Stupid headlining with Iration and Little Stranger supporting at a breathtaking venue, the Baycare Sound. It's going to be an amazing show. I guarantee you will have a good time if you like good vibes and great music. I hope to see you down there. 800-771-1025. It is Bone Bowling Night at Pin Chasers. Always a great time. Go to pinchasers.net for details to reserve your lane, etc. Bone Bowling Night. We've been doing Wednesday nights for a long, long time. But it's been a minute since I've been there on a Wednesday night. At 9 p.m., you get unlimited bowling for $12.99. That is a sweet deal. $12.99, all you can bowl from 9 to close. Free shoes. Available at all Pin Chasers locations. I like the Veterans location around Hillsboro. There's also Armenia, Pasco, and their newest location in Brandon. I'm going to get a couple of these leftover calls, and then I'm going to tell you about this Harvard researcher and professor who studied love for 25 years and has revealed the one sign that your relationship will last a lifetime. It's a great sign, especially for my relationship. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey.
Hi.
I'm Randy.
Hi, Randy. Nice to meet you. My name's Drew.
Okay, nice. I work in the medical field. I want to just touch on about the parents not giving medical care.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Situation. Okay. I work in the medical field, so I mean, I trust it, and I would 100% with my kids. If I would 100% do everything in my power to make sure that they were taken care of medically.
Sure,
but I also understand 100% that it's not my place to decide for someone else what they would for their child. And so, I worked at a very prominent children's hospital in the Tampa Bay area.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you have to respect the parents and their beliefs, maybe their religious beliefs, or maybe it's whatever it is. You have to respect that. And it's not abuse or cruelty or anything. I don't think it is at all. I think it's maybe sad for me to look at, or maybe for some people to look at, but if for them, that's what their faith tells them, they've got to respect it. I mean, that's what I feel.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, where you and I might look at a situation and go, oh, that's cruelty. Yeah. Oh, they killed their kids. I think they would look at it as, well, I didn't kill my kid. I put it in God's hand, and God decided that my kid, for whatever reason, would be better off in heaven than here on earth.
And that's not my place to decide. So I think you and I agree. I mean, I love to hear that because I love you anyway. I think you're fantastic. But seriously. But I love that because I was like, you're so open-minded, and I try to feel that I am. And I think that even though it's hard to see that, it's sometimes really difficult to see that. Like, wow, we could probably maybe save this kid. But, hey, that's not my place. And you have to separate yourself and just step away and go, that's up to those parents. And I feel it is the parents' duty. I just do. I think it's a respectful thing.
Yeah, I do too. And the parent is the one who's going to have to deal with it if the kid passes, not you.
Absolutely.
And a parent who could allow that to be put in God's hands when they know that there was maybe a procedure that could have saved their lives. You and I can look at it as tragic, but they have every right, in my opinion, to do that and deal with the guilt that's going to come.
Me too. And I want to say something kind of patriotic. That's what America is about also, is freedom from religion and freedom of those things. And I think it's just part of I think it's just a beautiful thing. If that's what they want to do, that's up to them. And I respect it. I may not agree with it, but I respect their opinion and their choice.
Same here. Thank you. I appreciate it, Randy. Great call. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hell yeah. 800-771-1025. If you are your partner's best friend, that is the key to a long-lasting relationship. He explained one of the most important things for a happy life is a partnership with somebody who will be the last person who you set eyes on as you take your last dying breath. That is really, really important. The goal of your marriage is not passion, it's friendship. This is the goal. You must be close friends, ideally best friends with your spouse. Agree? Disagree? I kind of agree. And I think if you are, I think the passion aligns itself with that, 800-771-1025. Are you out there willing to admit that your partner is not your best friend? It's okay to have other friends. Don't get me wrong. It's great to have other friends. You need it. But should your partner not be your best friend? The one you want to spend time with all the time? You share your innermost secrets with? I kind of agree with this Harvard researcher. I think you should also have passion. Don't get me wrong. But I could say right now I'm with someone who is also my best friend. And that greatly helps our relationship because she knows I've got her back no matter what. I know she's got my back no matter what. We're very lucky to still have passion for each other. To those of you out there who aren't with your best friend, I find that curious, but I'd love to hear it. Hello, who are you?
Late.
What is up, my dude?
Hey, Drew, man, you changed conversation. I was going to go on the last one, and you just switched over. I guess you took the last caller before me.
Yeah, I don't know if you're new to the show.
I don't want to even go back. I was just listening because it sounds interesting what you're talking about.
Thank you.
So I was just hang up and listen. I ain't even going to go back.
Oh.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right. Thank you. You can go back. It's okay. You can talk about the medical interference and whatnot. That's quite fine. But, we are a constantly evolving show. We move forward, we move backwards, we move laterally. My mentor, Jim Phillips, who was on the radio in Orlando forever, would always say, any direction you want to take us in is fine by me. Always great with me, too. We're an open book. I got nothing to hide from you. 800-771-1025. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, it's T.
Hey, what's up?
Not too much, man. I just wanted to weigh in on the Harvard study. 100% agree with that. Yeah. I'm working on the second marriage over here. I'm actually going to, propose tonight, actually.
Nice. Oh, dude, congrats.
As a matter of fact, thank you, man. Thank you.
Dude, where are you doing it? Do you mind me asking? Like, is she listening right now? Or I don't want to blow it for you.
No, I don't think she is. I'm taking her to the beach. We're just going to kind of do wine on the beach, and I'm going to pop the ring out there.
You think she has any idea? Oh, dude, you should be. But do you think she has any idea that it's coming?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, dude.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That's so great. I'm so excited for you. Is she your best friend?
Yeah, that's the thing, man. She's my best friend. The first time around, I kind of married for the wrong reasons. Wasn't the best friend. Obviously, didn't work out. But married more for looks and things like that, and the fake passion, so to speak.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out, man. And everything comes to light in the hard times, right? And with the best friend, you know how to get through it and communicate. And 100% agree with that. So I think I'm very optimistic this time around. Yeah.
That first marriage really can kind of teach you a lot, right? Like about what you don't want out of things. We look at it as failure, which there's no way to not have it feel like failure because you tried something and it didn't work out. Therefore, by definition, I suppose it's a failure. But we can learn a lot through those things. And through the 2 marriages that I have had that did not work out, I learned about myself. I learned about relationships. I learned about communication, trust, honesty, transparency, and all of that. That set me up for the relationship that I'm in right now. So I think every path we
100%.
travel leads us towards the enlightened path that we end up going down before we fade into the twilight, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does, man. I'm right there with you.
Hell yeah.
It's
Good
a
luck
learning
tonight.
Experience.
Hope it goes
Thank
well,
you, Drew.
man. Yeah.
Love the show, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. And if you see water spouts, get off the beach. For God's sake. If you sense a storm coming, watch out for that blue sky lightning. It's been killing people. That blue sky lightning is what got that young man who was on New Smyrna Beach, shark bite capital of the world, by the way, and, didn't even see a storm coming. A lightning bolt that was headed out in front of that storm killed him dead. Just got married, too, or engaged. Hello there. Who are you?
Ari.
Hi, Ari. Sup?
Hey, how's it going? I just want to agree with what the guy was saying about the friendship thing for a long-lasting marriage.
Yeah, you got to be with your best friend, right?
100%. Me and my wife were married young, in 21, and we're 21 years almost together now, married. And it's just for that simple reason. We've been through everything you can think of, up and down, left and right, but it's just sticking in there with your best friend and work it all out,
Yeah. Do you still look forward to hanging out with her? Is it still like when you get home, you're like, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, dude, I love that.
Every day. We spend every day together, night and day. We do everything together, go out together, party together.
Hell yeah.
Go have fun with the kids together. Everything we do is together, and that's cool with me and it's cool with her. Like, we don't do those little, how people get irritated over time by little stupid things like me sniffing my farts or something like that. She doesn't.
Wait, do you intentionally sniff your own farts? I shouldn't have hung up because I have questions. Do you fart in your hand and smell it? Do you not know, after all these years you've been on the planet, what your flatulence smells like? Don't get me wrong. I am fascinated by the sounds and odors of my own flatulence, but I don't feel like I need to sniff them. But if you do, that is awesome. And if she can tolerate that and even celebrate that, then you found yourself the right woman. But the people who aren't with their best friends, who are like, ugh, got to go home to the old ball and chain, I don't think that relationship is healthy, and I don't think that relationship's going to last. Then again, what the hell do I know? Hi, welcome to Garabo Live. Who are you?
It's Eric.
Eric, what's up?
Hey, man, I do agree with you where what you just said. How do relationships like that last?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, so I do agree that you should be married to your best friend.
Right.
But on the other hand, if for whatever reason it doesn't work out, I think it hurts 100 times more because you lost your best friend.
Oh, yeah.
I did marry my best friend, man. We've known each other since we were 10 years old.
Oof.
Known each other for 25 years. And now, like you said earlier, she's just a stranger who knows all my secrets.
Oh,
and it does hurt even worse because we were best friends.
Oh, I didn't even think about that element of it. You're going all in if your partner is your best friend, because now you're right. Like, if something were to happen to me and Birdie, which I hope it never does, I want to be with her forever. But if something were to happen, I would not only lose the love of my life, I'd also lose my best friend.
Exactly, bro. It hurts.
Oh, man. All right. This has got to work out then. Thank you. Appreciate that, Eric. Because, yeah, that's a double loss right there. Not that your partner should be your only friend. I think it's healthy for you to have other friends outside your relationship. But I think you should always want to hang out with that person. When I look at the relationships I emulate in this world, I look at the settings, and from the moment I met John and Danielle, they are truly best friends. They are two people who have a wonderful, beautiful fondness for each other. And it's something, even when I was searching, even when I was out there alone, when I was out there going through bad relationships, when I didn't think that I deserved to be happy in a relationship, I would still look at their relationship and go, damn, that is something to strive for right there, right? 800-771-1025. Ride or Die TV, you're going to be fine. There's no such thing as blue sky lightning. It's all media conspiracy. Don't worry. He just tweeted that he's working in Fishhawk with a slight breeze and light drizzle. Great weather working. All I can think about is the blue sky lightning. It's a myth. It's like the Loch Ness Monster. Doesn't even really exist. If you are a longtime fan of The Simpsons, as I am, you've been watching the show since it was on the Tracy Ullman Show. There is a shocking death that is going to happen this Sunday that may go down as the most shocking and profound television-related death in history. I'll tell you what it is next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
That earlier crash, 275 Sunshine Skyway southbound, will still delay you north of 20 minutes in the clearing stages, clogging traffic back to 18th Avenue right now in Pinellas. 34th Street South running parallel back a good 10 minutes or so itself. Courtney Campbell Causeway eastbound into Tampa, delayed around Rocky Point. Give yourself around 10 minutes. In Hillsborough, Veterans Expressway northbound crash only blocking the shoulder now, so mostly standard stop and go approaching Waters Avenue. Fatter delay than usual, Hillsborough Avenue westbound approaching Dale Mabry. Minor delay, a crash northbound Dale Mabry at Hudson Lane. 41 south approaching Riverview Drive, back stop and go about 15 minutes. This is Eric in the Farah Traffic Center.
Accidents don't happen between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And that's exactly why the team at Farah and Farah is available to take your calls 24/7. If you've got questions, they've got answers. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Tampa.
Enjoy revved up summer savings at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36 months, please, 10K miles a year, $59.99 due at signing, plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Wednesday nights are Bone Bowling Night at Pin Chasers for just $12.99. You can bowl until your arm hurts from 9 p.m. until close, and that deal is good at all 4 area Pin Chasers locations. The new one in Brandon, the one in Pasco, and the 2 in Hillsborough, one off the Veterans and one on Armenia. Pinchasers.net to reserve your lane and check out the other nightly specials.
Bowling, food, and fun at Pin Chasers.
Tomorrow, some of us will wake up and it will be our last day on this earth. It will be unexpected and without warning. Each year, 250,000 people will die from medical malpractice, the third leading cause of death in America. 43,000 will die in a car or truck crash. 6,000 will die working on the job. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and we represent many of these families. It's awful. Unfortunately, many times, some of these family members are not speaking and never get to say, I'm sorry or goodbye. If you're at odds with a loved one, listen closely. Pick up the phone. Call them. Say you're sorry. I promise a huge burden will be lifted from your heart and your soul will be renewed. Even if you're not wrong in your own mind, it doesn't matter. Death is bad enough. Death without closure and love will follow you the rest of your days. Trust me on this. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here for Sun Toyota, where the low and locked-in sales event is going on all month long. We've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, Tacomas, Camrys, and Corollas in stock now. Drive select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, cruise through a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're gonna love it. Thirsty First.
You've put it off all month, but guys, you need to act now. International Diamond Center's amazing free finance offer ends Monday. So if it's time to pop the question, celebrate a big anniversary, or upgrade her diamond, now is the best time. And this is the best way to buy. You can make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with an unheard of interest rate of just 0%. 0.0. That's all the way to the year 2030. All designer rings and all certified diamonds are included. All colored gemstone jewelry, all fashion jewelry. Nothing's held back. So act now. Get that $12,000 engagement ring with a hand-picked certified diamond and designer setting and pay just $200 a month. Or that $3,000 diamond eternity band, just $50 a month. While interest rates are up everywhere else, IDC takes them all the way down to 0. So you can go big. But time is running out. International Diamond Center's rate relief ends Monday, June 30th and will not be extended. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 due at signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month. New Passports just $329 per month. Or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate the hassle this summer. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Real stories with Hellsburg.
After we met and we started dating, Nancy and I lived 150 miles apart, and I would drive my old jalopy car, and it was roughly a 3-hour distance. It took 3 years I drove across that state back and forth dating her every weekend.
Persistence.
And I would have never stopped. I had a lot of energy back then. 36 years ago.
At Hellsburg, find the engagement ring worthy of your story. Designed with the love, care, and craft it deserves. Visit a Hellsburg store or hellsburg.com.
Mom and Dad seemed different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up. Going up. But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button. Going down. We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40. Period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
Mike Calder for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. June is Men's Health Month, so let me hit you with some truth. Heart disease and cancer are the top 2 killers of men, and most of the time, you won't even feel it coming. 1 in 2 men will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. Heart attacks, most are silent and deadly. But here's the thing, Lifeguard Imaging can detect heart disease hundreds of forms of cancer, and more before symptoms even show up. Their high-accuracy CT scans are fast, painless, and can literally save your life. I got mine, and the peace of mind is unmatched. Right now, just for Bone listeners, when you join their legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. It's perfect for your spouse, a buddy, or someone you care about. 60% of men say they don't go to the doctor unless something feels wrong. But by then, it could be too late. And when a husband or father gets sick, it rocks the entire family. So step up and be the guy who gets ahead of it. Take the guesswork out of your health. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
School is out and summer is here. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Honda your first stop and drive a new Honda Pilot for $479 per month or a new Honda Accord Hybrid, just $359 per month. Test drive your new Honda today at Crown Honda, online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
102.5 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Come on.
Part 2. Good afternoon and welcome to Drew Garabo Live. My name is Drew Garabo. I am live. Maurice is taking a couple of days off for his birthday month. He'll be back with you on Friday. I will not. If I am missing work this year, chances are very good it is because of a concert. Speaking of which, if you've listened to the show for any length of time, you know that one of my passions is traveling to see bands I love. I am not going to this particular concert, but I'm going to recommend that you do. In September, an incredible artist by the name of Sturgill Simpson, who now performs under the moniker Johnny Blue Skies, it's a long story, is playing 2 nights at Red Rocks in Morrison, Colorado. If you've never been to Red Rocks, and if you've never seen Sturgill Simpson before, if you like country, if you like rock, if you like just good-ass music, this is a flyaway vacation for you. There is no venue in the country quite like Red Rocks, and there is no live show quite like what Johnny Blue Skies and Black Clouds, Gray Clouds are doing right now. They're amazing. Just great blues, country, rock music, and to the backdrop of Red Rocks, Colorado, it's amazing. So you have to register to buy tickets. It's going to be sold out within seconds. If you've been thinking this year, like, where should we take our vacation? This is it for you. Red Rocks to see Sturgill. 800-771-1025. Closer to home, of course, Slightly Stupid, Little Stranger, Iration, Friday, Baycare Sound. That is why I'm taking this Friday off. Cannot wait. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, Drew, it's Bart.
Hi, what's up, man?
Hey, I caught a snippet
I was on the phone, but did I hear you right when I heard you say that about blue sky lightning is not in your purview?
My purview. I made a facetious comment that it doesn't exist, but it was definitely facetious. Blue sky lightning is definitely a thing. It killed a dude in Florida on Saturday.
Right. Because I thought I misinterpreted that, but because years ago I used to work in Sarasota as a lifeguard.
Yeah,
and we lost 2 people on a clear blue sky day. 2 people, 1 lightning strike, clear blue sky.
So weird how it happens, because you can have storms miles away, yet one rogue storm cloud and one random burst of lightning right here in the lightning capital of the world, let alone the United States. And before you know it, whether you're on a golf course, on the beach, on the boat, on the water, whatever, before you know it, that lightning comes out of nowhere and can frickin' end you.
That was exactly the case with this situation.
Oh.
One person was walking in the water one direction. The other person was in the wet sand walking the opposite direction. The man was in the water, which was a doctor. The lady in the sand was a nurse. 1 lightning bolt, 2 people.
Damn. Man, what a just a crazy thing to happen. And this young kid in New Smyrna Beach, like with the love of his freaking life, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, no clouds, no nothing, just dead.
Yeah.
Awful.
So we actually didn't believe it. We were just moments from getting off work, and we got the call, came in, and we're like, what? Okay. So we responded, and sure enough, and days later, people started showing up, meteorologists from all over the country.
Yeah.
Interviewing everybody, wanting to know, if it, and indeed it was what it was. And sure enough.
Yeah, it's a thing. It seems to be more popular this year than ever before, the term blue sky lightning. But yeah, I was very facetious in saying that it doesn't, that it's not a thing. It is absolutely a thing, and it can kill you.
That was actually the first time I've ever heard that term.
Yeah.
Blue sky lightning.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
So it fits.
Yes, it does, unfortunately. Thank you, man. I appreciate the call a lot.
Sir. Keep up the good work, sir.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. I sure will. Have a blast doing what I'm doing. Appreciate the call a lot. Do it because of great sponsors. I don't say that enough, but keeping this show financially viable has kept me employed and very able to do the things I love to do, which is help out our community and support charities. So thank you so much to Climate Design and Fran Hosh and Pin Chasers and Golden Diamond Source, Renewal by Anderson, Universal Roof. So many sponsors. Achieva Credit Union. Sometimes I just sit here during a show. Derby Lane, Jeff Borum. And it is because of those people that we're able to stay on the air. Fran Hosh Log, Good Greek Moving and Storage, by the way, brand new sponsor. Shout out to my man Spiro out there who owns a company. Fascinating dude. We got to have lunch with him at Cafe Chibo a couple of weeks ago. Appreciate you jumping on board. Fran Hosh Law Group, of course, the first advertising partner we had. And I'm just very, very, very fortunate that people want to be a part of what we're doing, what I'm doing, what we're doing. 800-771-1025. The headline reads, The Simpsons' Shocking Death. Simpsons fans up in arms as one of the show's most legendary characters is killed off in the season finale. I'm at a place in my life right now where the new Simpsons episodes are of very little interest to me. When I watch the show, I find myself yearning for the days of yesteryear where the show was hilarious. Either the show has evolved past me or I've evolved past the show. And while I'll still watch those old episodes and laugh my ever-loving ass off, the new episodes just tend to not resonate with me so deeply. However, it's a little bit complicated. Marge does not exactly die this Sunday during the season finale. I think The Simpsons has been on for like 30-something years now. I had a Homer Simpson tattoo on my arm forever, just got it covered up. Thanks, TJ. a little bit ago. There was a time when if you had told me they were going to kill off Marge, I would have freaked out. Not that she's my favorite character, but she is a vital part of the Simpsons universe. She passes away before she reaches her early 70s, and the other characters outlive her. So they show what it's going to be like in the future for the relationship between Bart and Lisa without Marge. So it doesn't quite take place real time. Marge dies. They do one of those cop-out future jump type things where Marge is no longer around, if that makes any sense. Hello there. Who are you?
Sure. Good evening to you, sir.
Hi.
So I was excited to hear who was potentially going to die, but since it's that concept, I'm not really too interested. But I do have to share with you, I went to Red Rocks for the very first time a few weeks ago for a show.
Who'd you see?
And so it was Cracker, Cheap Trick, and Big Head Todd and the Monsters.
Dude, that's so funny because I showed Sarah, I'm like, can you believe Big Head freaking Todd and the Monsters are playing Red Rocks, Colorado of all things? And I didn't know Cracker was playing with them. God, I love that band. David Lowery's a musical genius.
So get this, on next Wednesday, the 2nd, I believe it is, Cracker's playing in Dothan, Alabama at the Dothan Theater.
Oh.
And I am trying to figure out a way. You have inspired me to do the get away and see a show.
Hell yeah.
And while we didn't go to Colorado for the show, I made it part of the trip, and I'm like, if we're going out there, we are going to Red Rocks.
Good.
And I love all three of those bands for different reasons. It was incredible, just a beautiful experience. And while I had heard of Big Head Todd and the Monsters, I didn't really know them. That's a good vibe. They would be incredible to see in a smaller venue just because of, that jam. Anyways, It was wonderful, but I just wanted to share that with you. And
That's awesome.
I'll have to let you know if I hit up Dothan and Cracker.
Yeah, do that, please. And what did you think about Red Rocks as a venue? Breathtaking, right?
Absolutely breathtaking for walking up the many stairs.
I was going to say, like, literally breathtaking. You're just like,
yeah.
But yeah,
we played the smart move and got there really early, and basically kind of tailgated in the parking lot on the north side. So it wasn't too bad, but breathtaking, and the scenery. I mean, to see the way, the rocks are just formed, and then having that venue, and the sound there is incredible.
Amazing.
And the entire week we were there, the weather was beautiful in the sense it wasn't hot, humid Florida, but it was rainy a lot of the afternoon, storms coming in over the mountains. But that day was the one day there wasn't even a hint of a storm. Perfect temperature, perfect venue, perfect bands. It was just incredible. So,
dude, and when day turns into night and you see like the Colorado lights behind Red Rocks, you went all the way up to the top and then walked down to your seats as opposed to going on the other one and then walking up to your seats?
So when we first went in, we went in at the lower level because our seats were like literally, I think, 3 rows behind the sound booth there, right smack in the middle. Had incredible seats.
Nice.
We walked up from the bottom.
Okay.
And then, we had a little bit of time to kill, wanted to go see the merch tents and stuff. And then we hiked our butts all the way up to the top, which is incredible up there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I wanted a Cracker shirt. They didn't have Cracker shirts at that location. It was all the way back down on the other side, which I later went to. So, but it was the view from up there at that top, concourse level or whatever is insane.
It is. So we didn't have reserve seating. They had GA, and so like when they opened the gates, all of us from the upper level and then everybody from the lower level are kind of stampeding, all fighting for seats.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, we just got to sit down because I'm going to fall down this thing and that's going to hurt like hell. Dude, I'm so glad you had a good time, man. Thanks for letting me know. And definitely go to Dothan, Alabama, dude. Travel for concerts. It's the greatest thing you could possibly do. I wish I had been doing it since my 20s. Going to Seattle in October to see a band called James. Seeing Stick Figure here in a couple of weeks. Seeing Slightly Stupid this Friday. You got 9 Inch Nails coming to Amalie. We are in just a beautiful, beautiful time when it comes to live music. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, dude. Chevette. How you doing?
What's up, Chevette?
Sorry, I had to get you off a speaker. I don't want you hanging up on me for no reason.
I would never. 800-771-1025. Never in a million years would I ever do that to you, Chevette. So Marge Simpson isn't exactly going to die per se, but you will find out that she dies eventually, which is a really weird thing. I'm going to feel very complicated when the Simpsons are gone because they have been a part of my life since the mid to late 80s. And I used to live for the Simpsons. And when I say live for the Simpsons, I mean I would not go anywhere Sunday nights at 8. Even if I had my VCR set, even before the DVRs, right? Even before on-demand programming, you had to set your VCR. And then you couldn't set more than one program at once. Ugh, the worst, kids. I lived for The Simpsons. And now, I was thinking about the most shocking, profound television character deaths. I gotta say, for some reason, Rita on Dexter, and I apologize if you're currently watching Dexter, but man, the way that Trinity Killer season concluded, good Lord, was that brutal. Because you thought, Dexter got the Trinity Killer, right? Got him dead to rights. And then Dexter gets back home. And I think, I'm just going by memory here, no cheating. I think he called Rita's phone and heard it ringing in the bathroom and went in there and discovered her dead in the bed. Oh, God. Oh, what a death. That Hank in Breaking Bad in the penultimate episode, absolutely brutal. There's another death in Breaking Bad that I think was a little bit more impactful, and that was when Todd shot that kid on the motorbike simply because the kid saw them committing their heist. There's an article on BuzzFeed, Lived Out BuzzFeed, about impactful television deaths, and they brought up one from a show that we talked about yesterday, Charlie from the Newsroom in the second to last episode. That was brutal. And then it's not a funny one per se, but the final episode of Barry, which is a spectacular show on HBO Max, the final episode where NoHo Hank dies, all he ever wanted was to be with Cristobal. And then he died in the last episode on a statue. They've got Eddie from Stranger Things. But Marge on The Simpsons, finding out that she dies and then seeing how Bart and Lisa either get along or don't in the future. I can't say I'm going to make it a point to watch that, but I won't not make it a point not to watch it. I don't think that made any sense, and I apologize thoroughly for that. 800-771-1025. All right, one more segment left, and we've not covered the biggest story of the day as it relates to Brad Pitt got candid with armchair expert host Dax Shepard about a gay experience. This is an awesome yet somewhat sad tale that I'll give to you next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, NASCAR heads to the Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta for the Quaker State 400 Cup Series race. Coverage starts at 5 p.m. with the race at 6.
Race day Saturday, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay, right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country. Now, A Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
That earlier crash, 275 Sunshine Skyway southbound, will still delay you north of 20 minutes in the clearing stages, clogging traffic back to 18th Avenue right now in Pinellas. 34th Street South running parallel back a good 10 minutes or so itself. Courtney Campbell Causeway eastbound into Tampa delayed around Rocky Point. Give yourself around 10 minutes. In Hillsborough, Veterans Expressway northbound crash only blocking the shoulder now, so mostly standard stop and go approaching Waters Avenue. Fatter delay than usual Hillsborough Avenue westbound approaching Dale Mabry. Minor delay, a crash northbound Dale Mabry at Hudson Lane. 41 South approaching Riverview Drive, back stop and go about 15 minutes. This is Eric at the Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Dead Air Day with Huxworks is Saturday, June 28th at Sharko's Tactical. The crew from Dead Air and Huxworks, the two best suppressor manufacturers in the world, will be at the shop and on hand to walk you through the best the industry has to offer. And if you don't have a suppressor yet, what are you waiting for? With the new norm of 3 to 6 day suppressor wait times and the incredible deals at Sharko's, make plans and clear your Saturday now. Gear up and save big at Sharko's Tactical this Saturday, June 28th for Dead Air Day featuring Huxworks.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
School is out and summer is here. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Kia your first stop. During the Kia Summer Sales Event, drive a new Kia K4, just $219 a month, or a new Kia Sportage with a special low 1.9 APR. Test drive your new Kia today at Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here for Sun Toyota, where the low and locked-in sales event is going on all month long. We've got nearly 1,000 RAV4s, Tundras, Tacomas, Camrys, and Corollas in stock now. Drive select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen.
Sun. Toyota.com.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
You put it off all month, but guys, you need to act now. International Diamond Center's amazing free finance offer ends Monday. So if it's time to pop the question, celebrate a big anniversary, or upgrade her diamond, now is the best time. And this is the best way to buy. You can make any purchase and spread your payments over 5 years with an unheard of interest rate of just 0%. 0.0. That's all the way to the year 2030. All designer rings and all certified diamonds are included. All colored gemstone jewelry, all fashion jewelry. Nothing's held back. So act now. Get that $12,000 engagement ring with a hand-picked certified diamond and designer setting and pay just $200 a month. Or that $3,000 diamond eternity band, just $50 a month. While interest rates are up everywhere else, IDC takes them all the way down to 0. So you can go big. But time is running out. International Diamond Center's rate relief ends Monday, June 30th and will not be extended. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com. Unapproved credit.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby. I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hot. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
School is out and summer is here. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Honda your first stop and drive a new Honda Pilot, $479 per month, or a new Honda Accord Hybrid, just $359 per month. Test drive your new Honda today at Crown Honda, online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
$30 ticket to summer starts now. Make it a summer of live music with $30 tickets to great shows at Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. Hurry while supplies last. Check out over 1,000 shows for $30 at LiveNation.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com.
I'm meteorologist Jim Weber in the Sky Tower Weather Center. Partly cloudy skies for today. We're going to watch for those late day showers and thunderstorms to be developing. Rain chance right around 50% for this afternoon. Daytime high of 94 before those storms. Storms wind down this evening. It's going to be just another steamy night. Overnight low down to 78 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
We got live programming following Drew Garabo live. AskTheDom.com. Get your legal questions ready. Always has a phenomenal program. Tons of energy. Love the guy. I'll be here tomorrow. So will my buddy Todd Wright. And then on Friday, it'll be just Maurice. Hope you've enjoyed the program today. I have enjoyed it. It's a different experience being in here alone. Not better, not worse, just different. George Michael's birthday was today, and I chose to celebrate that rather than Michael Jackson's death day. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
This is Addison.
Hello, Addison. What's up?
I know we don't do dick arrest no more, right?
Oh, well, I mean, we do on Fridays.
I know. Can I just want to slide this in at the end, you know?
Sure.
And because I've been listening for like years and years, 15 years.
Thank you.
I just want to close out the show because, and this is for my friend John Tenney.
Yeah.
And I love JoJo is my best friend.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Because so if you ever rank the females on the bone, right?
Yeah.
JoJo's number 1.
Okay.
And people are going to think I'm crazy when I say this. But Monica is number 2.
I don't think that's crazy.
For me. And it's just for me. Mm-hmm. And then Carmen.
Oh. All right. But thank you for letting me know. I would rank all 3 of them at 1, 1A, and 1B. I think they're all awesome. They're all different, and they all bring different things to the table, and I got nothing but love for all three of them. Kelly coming up next on the Ask the Dom show, up there as well. We've been very lucky. We've had some incredible females throughout the history of 102.5 The Bone, from Kayla, Nikki, Micah, Dinah, Carmen, RBF, Monica, Joj, Jerica, Booty Fett. I feel like Seth. No, I feel like I might have gotten all of them, right? I gotta have forgotten someone, and I do apologize if I did. I'm trying to think. Billy Madison show didn't really have a girl. 800-771-1025. Brad Pitt, in a bizarre interview with Dax Shepard, the host of Armchair Expert, said something so weird. Quote, I've never had a gay experience. Okay, that if he just says I've never had a gay experience, you leave it at that. Great, good for you. Tremendous loss to the gay community, obviously. With companies rolling back their pride initiatives, etc., I would say this is a huge blow to the gay community that Brad Pitt never had a gay experience. But he went on to continue, which is really weird. I kind of missed that window. Is there a statute of limitations on gay experiences? I can't speak for gay men everywhere, but I imagine, if you'll allow me, gay community, to speak for you, I would imagine that it's not too late for you. Brad Pitt's what, in his 60s? I don't think there's a gay man alive who's going to go, I don't know. I'd get with Brad Pitt, but he's just a little bit too old. Brad, I can guarantee you, at 60 years old, there are still many gay men out there who would welcome you with open butt. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, good afternoon, Drew. D. Ryan speaking. How are you?
What up, D. Ryan?
Shout out George Michael on this lovely day, his birthday.
Yes.
Shout out to my favorite song by him, Freedom 90. Do you think George Michael's a top 20 male vocalist of all time?
I think George Michael is a top 10 male vocalist of all time, my good man. Absolutely.
He's unbelievable, and you are too.
You are. Thank you. Good afternoon, Drew Garabo Live.
You forgot St. Pete Sam.
Damn it. Well, she wasn't really on the Bone. She was never a permanent fixture on any of the shows, LH.
Michael was my favorite, but I just thought of she got the cool name, St. Pete Sam. But Michael, because I laughed, that was my, I don't know what happened to her.
She's
she
a mom.
Just moved on.
Well, she's a mom. Okay. That's her number one priority right now. I text with her just about every week. Thank you very much for listening. Ask the Dom is up next. Time for Bone Bowling Night at Pin Chasers. I appreciate you listening very much. Hope you were entertained, maybe even informed a little bit this afternoon. And I'll talk to you tomorrow at 3 with John's Joints, okay? Good night. Take care.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. It's summer, and it's time for Bone, Beer, and Busch Gardens Summer Nights.
Yes!
Extended park hours, all new summer-themed entertainment, the debut of Wild Oasis at Jungala, North America's most immersive kid-friendly adventure realm. And for adults, a full-service bar. And it's the return of free beer. Guests 21 and up can enjoy 1 free beer per visit to the park. And annual pass members can double the promotion and receive 2 complimentary beers per visit. For more information on this offer, guests can visit buschgardenstampa.com. Enjoy Busch Gardens Summer Nights now through August 10th. Listen to The Bone all week to win. And as always, head to the free 1025 The Bone app for more chances to win. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Ripple effect delay southbound 275 approaching the Sunshine Skyway. There was an earlier crash. Your delay is still north of 20 minutes back to 26th Avenue in Pinellas. In Hillsborough, an accident Dale Mabry northbound at Broad Street. Back right now to Minnehaha. Hillsborough Avenue delayed westbound at Himes Avenue, eastbound at around 275. 275 north into downtown. Going to be stop and go for a little longer. And exit 39, same thing off the Howard Franklin. Minor delay due to a wreck Swan Avenue eastbound at Howard Avenue, which itself is delayed southbound. This is Eric in the Farah Traffic Center.
Now is the time to join Achieva Credit Union. For a limited time, Achieva is offering up to $250 bonus when you open any checking account. Achieva also has excellent rates on all kinds of loans. Find out more at achievacu.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. June has always been a huge month at Stingray, and this year, there's almost a buying frenzy as customers are looking to snap up bargains while they last. We can't predict the future, but the good news is right now, we have a huge inventory of new Chevrolets on the ground with rebates, bonus cash, and low financing all available. And Stingray's dealer discount is as much as $4,000. And remember, at Stingray, we do not charge a dealer fee, and that automatically saves you anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 on top of all the other discount. So listen, if you do shop somewhere else, be sure to ask, what is your dealer fee? Because otherwise, it's probably hidden in the fine print and can cost you thousands. But here at Stingray, there simply is no dealer fee, period. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Drew Garabo here. There's never a bad time to do something kind for someone you love, or even for yourself. I mean, you should love yourself, right? Gold and Diamond Source gets that. That's why this June, you'll get 15% off all birthstone jewelry, something that's meaningful, not mass-produced. Gold is at an all-time high. Now is the best time to trade in your worn-out jewelry. You know you've got that piece that you haven't worn since the Nixon administration. Trade it in and get maximum value at Gold and Diamond Source. You thinking about proposing? I won't tell. Buy a diamond. They'll give you 40% off the mounting, and dig this, 5-year interest-free financing as well. That $5,000 piece becomes just $83 a month. You can't afford not to do that. Of course, you can't forget the beautiful and affordable Emma Leak line as well. Shop the local, family-owned, community-minded, just good people. Gold and Diamond Source, 3800 Ulmerton Road. They're the real deal.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Progressive knows when you're on your boat, you're already on vacation. And Vacation You forgets all your worries. Vacation You doesn't even keep track of time and knows that time is a meaningless construct designed to control us, man. But Regular You knows you don't want to be too far out in the water after the sun goes down because Vacation You doesn't know how to navigate in the dark yet. Vacation You and Regular You really need to get on the same page. So bundle your boat with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Enjoy revved up summer savings at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing, plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
It's officially time for Zero Rez's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroRezTampaBay.com.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate the hassle this summer. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Ryan, said, Mark Spain Real Estate exceeded our expectations by helping us achieve significantly over our asking price. We received much more than we ever anticipated, and we cannot recommend Mark Spain Real Estate enough. I've served homeowners like you for nearly 30 years and have helped over 67,000 satisfied clients. And I know what matters most, a quick sale and maximum profit. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Hot in your house? Superheat Air and Plumbing, powered by the experts at ABC, has your back. Get a $29 AC system check, working or not. If it needs a fix, that $29 rolls into the repair. Fast, pro service, same day. Go to superheatandair.com.
At Brandon Honda, get zero down, zero security deposit, zero first payment, zero do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $199 per month. New Accords are just $189 per month, or get a new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. We're approving all credit applications, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-575-7725 for more information.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick